Hey, this is Troy Taylor with Totem Pole Nation, and we are so excited today to have the Queen of Rhode Island, Jonay Nichelle, is here today. And Jonay, how are you doing today? How excited are you for the football that's coming on?
I'm very excited. I'd probably be a little bit more excited if my team was playing today, but I love football, so I can't really complain too much.
So this first game is the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, your team is the Patriots, and
Yes.
Tom Brady left the Patriots to go to the Bucs. What do you think about this game? Who do you have winning this one?
So because I am a diehard Patriots fan, I'm gonna have to go with the Bucs. I'm hoping that they win, but again, like I said, I don't have a horse in the race, so I could kind of care less at this point.
So you are from the state of Rhode Island. You were Miss Rhode Island. I told you before we came on air that I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I thought Rhode Island was near Delaware, but it's right next to Boston. So
Yes.
what is it like being the Queen of Rhode Island and being Miss Rhode Island?
So I'm originally from Connecticut. I've been in Rhode Island since 2019 because I was cheering for the Patriots at the time. I went to the Super Bowl. I have a Super Bowl pendant, so I am a Super Bowl champion. But Rhode Island is also the smallest state in the country. So you could probably drive through the state in an hour, like the entire state in an hour, like an hour and 20 minutes. If there's traffic, it's going to take you a little bit longer. But I've been Miss Rhode Island twice now. So I competed at Miss USA in 2020, and then I competed at Miss America in 2023 this past August in Vegas, and I finished top 3 in the nation. So I did pretty well for myself.
Okay, so the game's getting ready to kick off. Tonight we have the Bills and the Chiefs. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes and his wife. Totem Pole Nation has been getting a lot of flack from the Chiefs fans because of Mahomes' wife. What's your feelings about this game? What's your feelings about Mahomes' wife?
I hope that the Chiefs win. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and I really don't know why. I am a Mahomes fan. And his wife is who she is, so I'm not gonna say anything bad about her.
I mean, he's got to be a saint. I mean, he seems like a good kid. He's always saying hi to people who are like not on his level. He seems like a good guy, but man, it seems like she gives him a hard time. So, for the guys that are watching, like I see these coaches all the time, and like the coach from Ohio State, he has a black beard. How do you feel about these guys that's got a little bit of gray in their beard? I mean, should they dye it entirely black or should they keep the gray in it?
To be honest, I think it depends on the person because I think some people can pull it off very well, and I think other people not so much. So I think it just depends on what your overall look is. But there's nothing wrong with a little gray. Gray makes you a little bit more wiser, you know?
Yes. So the game has started now. Jared Goff is the quarterback for the Lions. It's a home game. They're playing the Bucs. Uh, you know, Tom Brady. I mean, you grew up a Patriots fan. You were talking a little bit about how you were a cheerleader for the Patriots. I mean, what is that like? I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than the NFL. How did that all happen? And what was that like, that experience?
So I started dancing when I was about 2 years old, and when I was in
Wow.
college, I ran track. So I never cheered until I was a professional cheerleader. And I think I want to say it was maybe my junior year of college, and my mom was like, "Hey, you are going to audition to be a Patriots cheerleader this weekend," and I was
What a
like,
good mom.
I
Mom,
was like, yeah,
you did a
shout out
great
to my
job.
mom. Shout out to my mom. I was like, what do you mean I'm auditioning? She's like, yeah, this is your outfit and this is where we're going. And that's that. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I did not make the team on my first year. I got cut right before boot camp, but I had so much fun. And I was like, oh no, like I want to be a Patriots cheerleader. So
Nice.
I would say between March that year until the following March the next year, I worked my butt off to make the team. I studied every little single thing that they did. I watched all of their footage. Like it was pretty much like I was trying to be on the football team itself because it's a lot of hard work. The audition process itself is probably about 4 to 5 months. And if you make it through the entire process, you're kind of just like waiting to see if you make the team or not. So my second year, I made the team, and that was the last year that they went to the Super Bowl. So I think I was probably their good luck charm.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And they won the Super Bowl that year, I believe. Did you
Yes.
get a ring? Do the cheerleaders get?
Yes.
Wow.
Wait, do you want to see it?
Yes.
Okay,
100%.
hold on. I'm gonna grab it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I should have grabbed it before.
Yeah, go. Yeah, that's awesome. So the Detroit Lions went 3-and-out, and they had to punt. And the Bucs got the ball now, and this guy's going to be a head coach. I mean, he's young and he's pretty. They come out under the center I formation. Baker Mayfield is the quarterback. I mean, how awesome is it that the low man on the totem pole nation, has the Queen of Rhode Island, Johnny Nichelle, and she has a Super Bowl ring. So
yes, so we get it in pendant form.
Wow.
Yeah, but pretty cool. And then on the back, super official, says my name. So yeah, and it's like pretty heavy. So it's the exact thing that they have. It's like the ring, but in a necklace, because we wouldn't wear rings, honestly.
Wow. Did you know that Vladimir Putin stole Robert Kraft's first Super Bowl ring? Were you aware of that?
No, I was not aware of that. That is terrible.
He went to Russia. Putin asked him to see it. He put it on and he said, I could kill somebody with this, and never gave it back.
Yeah, it's pretty, I'm not going to lie. It's like pretty heavy, like very heavy. So we didn't get to wear it during games because we're dancing, obviously. But whenever we did media things, we always got to wear it. So
wow,
some of my teammates had like 4 or 5 of these. I only have 1. So kind of depends how long you were on the team for.
Wow. So before we came on air, we were talking a little bit about maybe giving some guys advice. And one of the things I always tell guys is no answer is the answer.
It is.
So talk a little bit about that no answer is the answer.
If I could show you my Instagram DM like message request right now, you would be absolutely mortified.
Wow.
Because it's like some of the things that people come up with are very funny. So I'm like, all right, like I'll give you that. That was funny. And then other times I'm like, why would you ever say that to anyone? But I agree, like no answer, no response, no acknowledgement. I'm not interested at all. Like I promise, I saw your message. I'm just literally not interested at all. So yeah, I think like the biggest piece of advice I could give to the fellas and the women too is just be yourself, honestly. That's what I do. It always works for me. And also if you're not vibing with someone, chances are they're just not interested. And if anything else, you could just be friends with someone. Like you don't have to try and force a relationship or like whatever out of someone. And I always tell my younger brothers that too. I have 2 younger brothers. One of them's a freshman in college. He goes to Pace University. He is playing football there. And then my other brother is a junior and he also plays football, but he's in high school. And I just always tell them to be themselves. Like it always works out in the long run. And just don't be. Yeah.
So MK is a young lady. I think she's in middle school and she wants to know who is the special guest. Can you show that ring? Because I don't know if MK.
Oh, yes, for sure.
This is the Queen of Rhode Island. Look at that. Yeah. She's a Steelers fan. So y'all haven't had one of those in a long time.
In a long time.
Can you believe that MK wants Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Steelers, who's from Virginia? He's never had a losing record as an NFL head coach. She wants him fired.
I mean, we could just throw the whole team away, actually.
Yeah. So MK, you said you were nice to our last guest because he coached Gerard Mayo about the Patriots. So she, the Queen of Rhode Island, is not very impressed with the Steelers. Okay, John, we appreciate you. And this is Coach Bald, Joné. Coach Bald is in St. Petersburg, Florida, and he's at a local bar. And I wish he was at his house. He'll probably be at his house later, but he's the president of Totem Pole, and he lives in a $2 million house right on Tampa Bay. It's unbelievable. Like I went there last year and I cried. Now, Connecticut is where you're originally from.
Yes.
Dave Portnoy, the one bite pizza test, Barstool Sports. I heard Connecticut's got the best pizza. Is that true?
It's true. It's 1000% true. As I said, I've been living in Rhode Island for a while now, and I've probably only been to 2 spots that are comparable to pizza in Connecticut, but the best pizza is in New Haven, Connecticut, hands down.
Wow. So what is so different about the pizza in Connecticut compared to other places?
To be honest, I really don't know other than like when you go to like Chicago or something like that, you have the deep dish pizza. In Connecticut, I would say like our pizza, it's like not thick necessarily, but the crust is like thin and then just crunchy, and then the toppings and everything just make it go above and beyond, honestly.
Is there a particular place in Connecticut that you would recommend anybody that's visiting there?
There's a few different places, but I'd have to say Sally's, which is in New Haven, Frank Pepe's, they have one in New Haven, and then there's another one in the casino at Mohegan, I think. And then there's also Modern Pizza, which is in downtown New Haven. And then J. Rue's is in North Haven, Connecticut, and that's where I grew up.
Wow. So we have Fiery Production says there's an interception in the game. It's 0-0, 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Not much action. MK says, I mean, I do like Rhode Island because I have family there, but she does hate the Patriots. Okay,
That's
so
okay.
This is Matt Pat. Matt Pat goes to Virginia Tech. He's our recruiting expert. He's actually smart, unlike the rest of us. So, Matt Pat, can you believe that Totem Pole Nation has the Queen of Rhode Island, Jonay Nichelle, on here today?
No, but it's a good thing. You know, keep the attention off of our ugly faces.
Yeah.
Excited to watch the game, though.
Yeah. So Jonay, what advice can you give to guys? Like I always tell guys, dude, don't try to hit a home run like on the first pitch. Just make contact, get the ball moving. Like, you know, don't start off with I could beat you up as your pickup line. Like have a conversation, coach them up a little bit.
Yeah, so as I was telling you before, I do a lot of fitness content, but I'm like one of the girls that are actually in the gym working out. I don't just go to the gym for the content, I actually work out. And this one guy, he's been on this kick of telling me that he thinks I can beat him up. And I mean, that says a lot about me, but I think it says even more about him as well, which is, I mean, perspective, right? It could be a good thing or bad thing. For me personally, it did absolutely nothing for me. So every time he comments that, I delete him, I block him, and he just finds another way on another account or something like that. But I definitely think that sometimes like just trying to be someone's friend at first, like get to know someone will kind of pay off in the end and not just like dive head first in. And also like kind of know, like grab things within reach, right? There's nothing wrong with like, there's nothing wrong with setting the bar super high. But I think you need to be realistic with yourself at all times.
Like I have a saying, it isn't who you love, it's who loves you. I love Nick Saban, Alabama. I love Beyonce, but they don't love me back. So is that true?
Yes, 1000%.
It isn't who you love, it's who loves you.
Exactly.
All right, so, MK, so we can just throw the whole Patriots team away. Matt, did you get a chance to see Jonay's Super Bowl pendant ring?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at this, dude. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Super official because it says my last name on it. So
that damn.
Yeah,
man. Damn. That's big time.
Hell
Fiery
yeah.
Productions, B-liner or D-liner, which one is better? I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Is that a so you've had to deal with your share of stalkers. We have a few people who stalk our show and our live stream. How should we deal with that?
Honestly, I mean, you were on my TikTok live earlier, so I honestly, as long as they're like being appropriate, I'll just kind of ignore it and just troll them back. But the second that it gets a little bit too left field for me, I'm just going to block them, honestly. I just don't have time, so I just block them. But most times I'll just troll them back, honestly. No one likes when you troll them back.
No doubt. So, Matt, do you have anything that you want to ask Jonay that you can think about?
Well, big change up in New England now. So what are your thoughts on Gerard Mayo coming in? He seems to be like definitely the man for the job, but what do you think for the short-term future for the Patriots is going to look like?
I think that we are going to have a very good upcoming season. I think that the players that were injured this past season, I think they're coming back with a vengeance. And I think that as long as everyone's practicing in their off season and making sure their head's in the game, I think that we're going to have a really good season.
Nice. So which one is better, their O-line or D-line for the Lions? Okay, so Pat, you want to answer that? Because I don't think I saw the Lions play one time this year.
Yeah, I think it's their D-line. And I guess an extension of that, too, would be their linebackers. But like we were talking about in last night's stream, their run defense has been phenomenal this year. And, they've had a lot of injuries in the secondary, but their defense has still been able to be a top performer. So I think it all comes down to the D-line.
Jonay, if you played football, I don't know if you ever played or flag football or anything, what position would you play?
Well, I think I would be a linebacker, honestly.
Yes. That's the best position.
I'm pretty sure I'd be a linebacker because I'd probably be really big. So
and you can run. I know you can run and you're athletic. Wow. So Coach Bald, who's the president of Totem Pole, who just signed on, he's bald. She makes you guys look so much better. I know, man. I mean,
a win is a win.
I'm telling you. When I put that ad on Backstage, Pat, you should have seen some of those characters. That it wasn't anybody like Jonelle. I mean, Jonay was a five-star first-round pick. Jonay, Pat likes the Cowboys. How do you feel about the Cowboys?
How do you feel about the Cowboys, considering that loss they just had the other day?
Yeah, that's a great question. If anybody that's watching wanted to go look on the YouTube channel, me and Lambo got into that pretty good. I'm just sad. I mean, I'm just upset. We were downtown trying to watch it at a bar, and it was like 90% Packers fans in there, and I just had to sit there getting booed and.
Yeah.
Just
it's okay. Better luck next season, maybe.
That's every year we say it. Every year.
Yeah.
So did the New England Patriots cheerleaders, were they rivals with the Cowboy cheerleaders? I mean, do you put the New England Patriot cheerleaders above the Cowboys cheerleaders? What you think about that?
What I will say is that I have a lot of friends who cheer for different teams, and I have a lot of teammates who went on to cheer on different teams as well. One of the current coaches for the Patriots cheerleading team right now used to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So typically we aren't rivals. I know people would love to think that we are, but a lot of times, like one of my teammates, she was from Philadelphia. And she never made the team to be an Eagles cheerleader, but who wants to cheer for the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really exist, honestly, but then we get into the whole battle of like who's America's team. And what I will say is that the Cowboys are blue and white, but when you think of America, you think of red, white, and blue. Thus would be the Patriots. So that's what I think about that.
Yeah. Coach Ball says the Queen of Rhode Island, lottery ticket win. I mean, the low man on the totem pole gets lucky every once in a while. Craig Ash, I can see her playing quarterback. I can too.
I'm a star, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get the ball in your best player's hands, and she is our best player. She has taken Totem Pole to another level. So, Jonay, now that you're a part of Totem Pole, now we've talked about a podcast. What is on your mind? What's on your heart? What do you think you can bring to the table to Totem Pole Nation?
Well, aside for the fact that I absolutely love the Patriots, so that will be my biggest
Yes.
focus. Talking about the best team in the NFL.
And where's Lambeau?
I
don't know.
We have a guy named Lambeau, and he's a Patriots fan, and he's not here. I mean,
that's terrible.
It's terrible.
Absolutely terrible.
This is the day not to miss. I mean,
for sure.
Yeah. So you can be our resident expert on the New England Patriots. She actually knows Gerard Mayo's wife, don't you? Talk a little bit about that. That's crazy.
Yes. So as I said, I cheered for the Patriots for a while. So I had the opportunity to meet a lot of cool people. And so one of them was Gerard's wife. She's absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Every year she has a Valentine's Day event. I haven't been yet, but I plan to go this year. When we were cheering, we weren't allowed to do a lot of different things. But, you know, now that I'm no longer a part of that, I can kind of take part in different things.
Wow. Is it true that the players in the NFL cannot date the cheerleaders?
What I will say is that every team's a little bit different. Obviously, everyone knows who Gronk is. His girlfriend, Camille, she used to cheer for the Patriots. We didn't cheer together, but at that period in time, you weren't allowed to date the players. Now, I think it's pretty much you can do whatever you want to do, as long as it's not interfering with work. But again, like I said, every team looks a little bit different.
Wow. So being a New England fan, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on here. Their quarterback is Baker Mayfield. I don't know how much you know about Baker, but Tom Brady was the quarterback. How did you feel when Tom Brady left the Patriots and went to Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick?
Obviously, at first, I was very devastated. As was all of New England, we were definitely in the state of devastation. But I think now it's kind of just like one of those things, like you had to do what was best for you. So I understand. He did a lot with the Patriots. He did a lot for the Patriots. But I was one of the people who, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm not necessarily a Tom Brady fan. He was like a huge asset to the team. But I didn't stop liking the Patriots because he left. And I also didn't become a Bucs fan because he was playing for the Bucs. So
you mentioned your brothers earlier, that they're college football players and high school football player. We may have some players watching this, but what advice do you give your brothers, since they're athletes and probably star athletes, and you got these girls who, I mean, I don't want to use the term gold digger, but
yeah.
what advice do you give them? What advice can you give other guys out there who may have a future ahead of them and they got all these girls jumping in their DMs? I mean, it's almost just like being you. I mean, but what would you say to them?
I literally just had this conversation with my brothers yesterday.
Wow.
One of them is a freshman in college. The other one's a junior in college. So their mindsets are just a lot different. The one who's still in high school, he's a little bit more focused on just school. He doesn't really have time for girls. Like, he doesn't even I'm not going to say he doesn't like girls necessarily, but that's not his focus. My other brother, he and we look exactly alike. I have a fat head of him right here, but this is my brother.
Wow. There you go.
He is a little bit more, he's just a little bit more out there, I would say.
Yeah.
So I just always try to encourage him to focus on his long-term goals. So if he's trying to get into the league, worrying about girls right now is not going to help him get there. So worry about that once you're in the league, because then that's when you'll actually be able to take girls out on dates and you won't have to ask your big sister for money, and you can do stuff that you want to do. So yeah, I just try to encourage him to just stay focused for right now. And then once you're there, you can have all the fun you want.
Yeah. MK, you're a young lady, MK. If you have any questions for the Queen of Rhode Island, I mean, she's Miss Rhode Island. What was that like? Oh, Craig Ash. Let's see what Craig, would you encourage your brother to play for the Patriots? I mean, come on.
So to be honest with you, I don't really care what team my brother plays for, because making it to the NFL in itself, that's like you are a part of the 1%. You make it to the NFL and you actually play. You're not just on the team, you're not on the practice team, you're actually playing, you are the 1%. So I would be absolutely ecstatic whatever team he plays for. And then I would just become a fan of that team. But I'm my brother's biggest fan, so.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to that level, you don't pick them, they pick you.
Exactly.
And
so you got to go wherever they say, honestly.
the NFL stands for what, Matt? Pat, do you know this one?
Not for long.
Yes, not for long. If they will ask Tom Brady to get off the train and to be done, and Bill Belichick got fired. I mean, can you believe that? The GOAT if they'll fire Bill Belichick, they'll fire anybody. So
yeah.
In your experience, Joné, like today, some people have a hard time overcoming adversity or being tough. What advice can you give the young people out there about overcoming adversity or something that you have overcame in your life? I mean, you've accomplished so much in such a short time.
So honestly, a few different things. I can't take all of the credit because my mom has played a huge part in a lot of my success. So shout out to my mom.
Yes.
But
Mom, you did
aside
a great
from
job.
that, I've always been super goal oriented. And growing up, a lot of the things that I do now are things that I've talked about since I was younger. I've always had role models that I've looked up to who either went to Miss America or went to Miss USA. And I always had that mindset like, oh, like these are things that are attainable. These are things that I can actually do. So I work my butt off really, really hard to get the things that I have. And then also, like you said, not for long. Like once you're there, you have to keep working. So like I said, I competed at Miss USA and I had an amazing time, but I went during COVID. So I didn't have the best experience because we couldn't do a lot of things. So I sat out for 2 years and I was like, okay, I'm coming out of pageant retirement, but I want to make sure that I have a better showing at Miss America than I did at Miss USA. So I set that goal in mind. And like I said earlier, I finished top 3 in the nation. So I just always try to be the best version of myself and keep pushing. And also just like sharing my story. I am also a survivor of domestic violence. I'm also an advocate. So that's something that I'm really passionate about. And for a while, I was like very shy to talk about it because I am so strong and like people only view me in one specific light. But I also realize the importance of talking about those struggles and obstacles that I've had to overcome because you never know who's listening and maybe going through something similar and how you can kind of help them get to the other side of things as well.
Yeah, at Totem Pole Nation, we have our 3 core beliefs are we want to change lives, we want to help others, and we want to build champions. And MK wants to know, and this is kind of like Kobe Bryant, Nick Saban. What did you feel when you won the Queen of Rhode Island? Is it about the destination or is it about the journey? Is it about the process? I mean, how did you feel when you won? But should you focus on the end goal or should you focus on today? What can you say? What was it like to win the Queen of Rhode Island, Miss Rhode Island?
Yeah, so the first time that I won Miss Rhode Island, I competed before I came to Rhode Island, but a lot of people think that I kind of just like showed up in Rhode Island and won on my very first time, but I didn't. Just like I said, the first time I auditioned to be a Patriots cheerleader, I didn't make the team. I made it on my second try. So I'd competed to go to Miss USA probably 6 times, I think I want to say, before I finally won. But I always made top 5 though. So I knew I was on the right track, but I just wasn't quite there yet. But I think that I didn't have enough life experience. I was just a little bit too focused on just winning. So I didn't have anything to bring. I just wanted to be Miss Connecticut at the time. And then once I won, I came to Rhode Island. I still wanted to compete at Miss USA. And I knew what I had to do in order to get there. But I kind of just gave it my all. And it worked for me. So the first time it was like very, I can't even begin to explain it because it is a once in a lifetime opportunity. The second time I came back with a little bit more vengeance because I had a little bit more pressure on me because I'd already been Miss Rhode Island one time before. So, yeah.
New Jersey Renegades. I am so glad that you put hi, because I was talking to my 7th grade son today. He's 12. And I told him, dude, don't ever comment hi. I mean, is that a red flag? I mean, how many times does that happen to you? Like, is that good advice to give your son?
I mean, that's a good conversation starter, but we got to follow up with something. There has to be something else.
You know, like, Joné, your hair is so beautiful. How long did it take you to, get the flat iron out today and do that? Because, I mean, you were doing that during TikTok. Do you do that every day?
Typically, no. But like I said, I've been sick. So I'm just like trying to, I'm getting back into the groove of everything, honestly.
Yeah. So Nathan Bolton says, respect. Craig Ash, are there any benefits of winning Miss Rhode Island or Miss USA?
So when I won Miss Rhode Island USA, after I came back from Miss USA, I did sign a modeling contract. So that was one of the benefits. You also get a lot of sponsorships. There are some cash prizes, and a bunch of other things, photo shoots, clothes, and all of that fun stuff. The second time that I'd won Miss Rhode Island, we competed in Vegas. So everything was paid for me to be in Vegas for, I think I want to say like 13 days. You get a lot of exposure. And I also won a philanthropy award. So I got to work with a few different businesses and stuff throughout my year, and hopefully continuing those partnerships after I'm no longer Miss Rhode Island.
Before we came on the air, Matt Pat, Joné was telling me something, and I knew you would love to hear this, because Matt Pat, you were a huge Blues Clues fan. Is that true or is that false? That's what I heard.
That's true.
Well, guess what, Matt Pat? We have one of the stars of Blues Clues. How was that, Joné? Yeah, Matt, look at your face.
What?
Yeah, so when I was younger, it's so funny because my mom made everything that I did in life.
Your mom is amazing. Your mom is amazing.
My dad too. My mom and my dad.
Mom.
Yeah, but my mom's my girl though. So my mom made a lot of things that I was doing very normal. So like I would go to my kindergarten class, and I was on Blues Clues a couple of times. So I remember like one time after we filmed on the weekend, and I came back, and one of my friends, her name's Maya, I was like, what did you do this weekend? And she like told me whatever she did. And she's like, well, what did you do? And I was like, oh, I filmed Blues Clues today. Like yesterday. I'm like, when do you go? And she's like, I don't do that. Like, what do you mean? And so then I told my mom, and I was like, I don't understand, Mom. Like, she said she's not doing it. Why is that? And so then we had show and tell like a week or two later, and my mom gave me a VCR tape. That's how old I am. My mom gave me a VCR tape, and she's like, bring this to school and show them this. Like, this is your show and tell. So when it was my turn, my teacher's like, what did you bring? And I was like, I didn't bring anything. And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, no. And she's like, go get your bag. And so then that's how everyone in my class found out that I was on Blues Clues, because my mom made me go to school with my VCR tape. And I was so embarrassed. But
wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Fun times.
Coach Bald wants to know, have you ever met Isaiah Wynn? He used to play offensive line for the Patriots. He's from St. Petersburg.
I have not.
Okay, here's another one. Hi.
I
mean, Matt Pat, how old are you? You're 23. 23. I mean, is it kind of creepy just to say hi, or should they say something else? Coach him up a little bit, being a young man.
I mean, who are we saying hi to? Like, if you want to start a dialogue with like all of us, maybe like just.
I think I would be worried about talking to, Joné.
Well, right, but
not us, guys.
Conversation 101. We're not just going.
She's not going to be on here the entire day.
We're not face to face. Like, just go in with your question. Like, there's no.
Okay, MK, I think she's, what is she, 13? Is hey or hello okay to say? Coach them up a little bit, Joné. They won't listen to us, but if you were watching this and Joné Nichelle was on there, what would you say? What coach him up a little bit?
It depends like what my interests are because I do a lot of different things. So like if your interest is becoming a Patriots cheerleader, then maybe ask something along the lines of that. If your interest is more like modeling and stuff like that, I would ask more questions like that. Really, pretty much anything. I do a lot of different things.
I mean, she is everything that y'all want to be. Y'all want to be influencers. You want to be YouTubers. Like she has a TikTok and an Instagram where she sells stuff. And you get a cut of that affiliate marketing. Talk a little bit about that because that's what these kids want to be. They want to be influencers. They want to be you.
Oh, so honestly, TikTok is a little bit, it's a little bit tricky. And the reason why I say it's super tricky is because like I could literally post the dumbest video ever and I'll get so many views on it.
Yeah.
But when I actually take my time and like do a whole production, I'll get like maybe 1,000 likes if even, and that's just not good enough for me. I kind of want a little bit more. So same thing, like I said, like I tell my brothers, like literally just be yourself. Like when I'm on TikTok, I don't try to be anyone else. I'm literally myself. I'm the same person on Instagram, TikTok,
Yes.
YouTube as I am in real life. Because I always think it's weird, like whenever I meet people that I've met online, I meet them in person and they can't hold a conversation. I think that's extremely, extremely weird. So yeah, those personal skills are very, very important. But we live in a world where people are so used to just having their phone and being able to text and not actually like pick up the phone and have conversations. And I just think it's actually very terrible. Like you need to be able to have a face-to-face conversation with people, or even like right now, you need to be able to talk to people because if not, you're gonna have a very hard time in life.
Yeah. Craig Ash wants to know, Jonay, what brand would you love to work with?
Probably Nike, honestly.
Go ahead. Feel nice.
I wear a lot of Nike clothing, and I am a huge fitness girly. So honestly, Nike would be the brand that I would most love to work with. So fingers crossed, maybe one day. Ja
Morant, dude, like you need to hit up Jonay. I mean, dude, Ja Morant, I mean, it's unbelievable. He's my favorite player.
Yeah.
And the guy keeps getting hurt. He keeps getting suspended, pulling out guns. He really needs someone to set him straight. And I mean, Nike needs you. Nike needs you.
That's what I'm saying.
And I will be your agent. I will be your biggest fan and spokesperson. MK says, to be honest, I want to be in the WNBA, but she's not good at basketball. Talk about your passions, because usually when you're passionate about something at a young age, that doesn't go away. So what advice do you have to this young lady, MK, about she wants to be in the WNBA, but she's not very good?
Okay, so honestly, I would say practice makes perfect. And I know that's so cliche to say, but it can make all of the difference, honestly. And you might not be like, you could be, if you're a really good team player and you have really good assets that you can bring to the team, then there you have it. There's absolutely no reason why you can't do it. Like I said, I don't think like there's ever any dream that's too big or too small. You just have to be ready to put in that work in order to achieve it.
I mean, Detroit just scored. I mean, MK, you've been a fan of ours for a while. And why do you think we have the Queen of Rhode Island on here? Because she brings value and assets to Totem Pole. I mean, she brings something that we can't bring. And update us on the game, Pat.
Well, I just found out that I'm behind you, so let me.
The Lions just scored. Do you know?
That's how I found out I'm behind, because they did not score.
Do you know anything about the Lions coach? He's the big, huge dude. Yeah, he chews tobacco. I mean, he's like he looks like a lumberjack.
He drinks, I think, like 3 venti Starbucks drinks with like triple espresso shots like every morning. He's a character.
That sounds like the entire lacrosse team at my college, honestly.
Nice. And you said that you work with Monster. Like, what is that like? And I mean, are you a fan of Monster? I've drank 4 double Monsters and ate 4 Kit Kat snack bar things from South Carolina to Virginia. How many is the most you've ever drank? I mean, is that dangerous?
To be honest with you, the most that I drink Monster is when I'm at Monster events. Everyone assumes that because I work with them, like my fridge is stocked with Monster. Sometimes, yes, because I get like all of the new flavors and I get to try them before everyone else. So that's really cool. But I would say, so I was at Dreamville back in April. And for whatever reason, I was like,
Matt Pat, we got a reaction out of Matt Pat with Dreamville. What is Dreamville?
I've been to Dreamville 3 years in a row now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You were on Blue's Clues and went to Dreamville?
Yes. And Dreamville, it's absolutely amazing. But this past year, it was so much fun because the artists that they had were better than the artists before. And it was a lot bigger than what it was the year before. So you have to go. It's insane.
So what is Dreamville? Is it a concert?
Excuse me. Yeah, it's a concert. So Dreamville is J. Cole, basically. So J. Cole has all of his artists there. And then a bunch of other artists. So last year, Burna Boy was there. God, I'm drunk blank. J. Cole was there, obviously. Lil Uzi was there. Drake was there. 21 Savage was there. So there was a lot of great artists there. And then also, sometimes he'll bring like local artists from North Carolina up, and they'll perform like before the shows actually start. But I think one of the really cool things about J. Cole is that he tries to give everyone an opportunity and a platform and a chance. And at Dreamville, you definitely. He's showing us something.
He's going to get something.
He's showing us something.
We like to
But
talk
yeah,
about,
so Dreamville's a lot of fun.
I mean, J. Cole, I don't know much about him. I'm 45. So I
Yeah.
kind of missed the J. Cole era. But I respect how he used to wait for Jay-Z. And he used to bring him a tape. Like his grind. Oh, there you go. And he's from North Carolina. And I'm from Virginia. And it's like, I mean, it's like the same place. You know? I mean, so J. Cole, and he's got his LA Leakers freestyle off of Still Tipping is hard. It's the hardest.
I've seen J. Cole perform about 4 times now, I think I want to say.
Yeah.
God, dude.
So
That's
MK.
That's the
what
only
happened?
like poster I have. All right, that's a lie. I have a Mac Miller one as well. But like I didn't get a lot of posters when I went to college or anything like that. And he's by far my favorite artist. So you are
great choice. We can agree on that. The Cowboys, not so much, but I can agree.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
MK says, yeah, y'all are the low man on the totem pole. Yes, we are. There. I mean, it is what it is. And Miss Rhode Island is up there. I know, but there's hope for people who are the lowest of the low. We're like Johnny Cash. We're like a friend to the downtrodden. I mean, yeah, baseball for life. I want the Lions to win. Okay, yeah, so do we, but we got Miss Rhode Island. We got the Queen of Rhode Island on here, Mr. Baseball. I know you're probably about 12. Yeah. Oh, now here we go. I like this. Yo, what's up? And then here we go. Yo, I like it. We got the Queen of Rhode Island on here, Miss Rhode Island. Baker Mayfield. Do you know anything about Baker Mayfield, Jonay?
No.
He's a guy that didn't get any offers coming out of high school, walked on at Texas Tech, transferred, walked on to Oklahoma, won the Heisman, was a first-round pick. Now
he's the number 1 overall pick.
Number 1 overall pick. So nobody wanted him. And you talked about you lost the first, 5 times that you tried to win? And, I mean, this guy was told no by so many people. And, I mean, overcoming adversity. All right, so also I go WSP. MK, I don't know what that means. Maybe
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I love this channel for real. And we love you for real.
Yeah.
I mean, the love is real. Yes. I mean, come on. The Queen of Rhode Island just threw you up a heart. Beat that. I mean, okay. So in this game, Jonay, the Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who are you rooting for?
I'm still going to go with the Bucs, honestly.
And why is that?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, and two of my friends cheer for the Bucs actually.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So they're cheering. Yeah.
I mean, I think that there is a need and a want for more NFL cheerleaders, Pat, to come on Totem Pole. Can you arrange that? Can you get some more NFL cheerleaders on here, Joné? Can you make
I
it
can
happen?
talk to some of my friends. One of my friends, she was a captain for 4 seasons for the Redskins before they became the Washington team. So she's like an OG because she was a part of the Redskins. So yeah.
She can tell us all about Dan Snyder and how he ruined the Redskins. I mean, he's a creep from what I hear.
Well, and it's
Has
so
she ever
interesting
told any stories?
Yeah, it's so interesting because there was like a huge scandal with the cheerleaders and him and the calendar trips. Well, she was actually there. So her account will probably be a lot different than everybody else's. Like, she's been in Sports Illustrated. She's very, she's a great person.
Sweet.
Is it true that there is no longer a Sports Illustrated? Is this true, Pat? Have you heard this?
I saw something yesterday, but I really didn't look into it.
Have you heard about this, Joné? I mean, there's not going to be a Sports Illustrated swimsuit.
I've seen that, and that's pretty devastating because I'm trying to get into the swimsuit edition.
Yeah.
So that's a little devastating to hear if it is true. But
they laid off their entire
staff. Everything's like virtual. It's not shocking. Everything's just online now.
I remember when Tyra Banks was on the cover. All right. And when I was a kid, I used to wait for that edition every year, Matt. And I'm not scared to admit it, okay? Because MK said because she's a Patriots fan. I mean, she was a Patriots cheerleader. And can you throw up your ring again? Look at this, y'all.
Yeah. Also, I would like to add that before I cheered for the Patriots, I was a Patriots fan. So I didn't become a Patriots fan because I cheered for the Patriots. I was a fan before I cheered, and
either
then
way,
I just cheer.
Just flash that. Either way.
Yeah, all around my city, bling
just
bling.
To make it even more real.
Yeah,
my name's on it.
All around my city, bling bling. You can't buy that on eBay. All right,
you cannot.
No. Happy New Year, Hassan. You're the best. All right. Guess what? WWE Raw Go Home show special Royal Rumble and Monday Night Football game tomorrow night. I don't think we have Monday Night Football anymore. Joné, have you ever been approached by the WWE? Because I could see you being a WWE diva. I mean, I think you right to the top.
Right. I haven't, but it's funny because I was like looking on Instagram the other day and I stumbled upon like the recruitment page. And I was like doing a little research because I'm like, this wouldn't be a bad thing for me to get into. Like, I feel like I have the skill set for it. I just got to talk to the right person, I guess.
Yes. And you talked a little bit about it earlier. Kids today can't hold a conversation. Okay, Craig, they sent letters to everyone due to the negotiation agreement. What? Bro, this channel has great content. I mean, dude, we're the low man on the totem pole. I mean, it isn't like we're not Barstool. All right. We're not Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy likes girls that look like Matt Pat when he was 8. I mean, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. All right. Frank the Tank. I mean, you might be the skinny Frank the Tank, Matt.
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
Who did I say you look like yesterday?
Me?
Yeah. Did I say you look like somebody famous? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Oh, of course he doesn't remember now.
Yeah, I can't. I'll think about it here in a second. I hate the Patriots. I mean, they have 6 rings. Hassan says cool. So yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Conversation. People don't listen. They just wait to talk. These kids text message. What advice can you give kids that are watching about holding a conversation?
Honestly, I think back to this one specific time that I was out to eat with my grandfather, who has since passed away, and I could not stay off of my cell phone, and my mom was getting so mad at me. I was probably like 16 years old, and I just like didn't understand like why she was getting so mad. But what I will say now is like, our time is so limited, right? I only have one grandparent who's still living, and I saw him yesterday, and I was with him for maybe like 45 minutes, and he just kept saying like how I made his day. And my grandfather is on Facebook, so he sees me like on Facebook and stuff like that, but it's different when you have those in-person connections with people. And I really prefer that more than texting and all of that like stupid stuff. Like, I have people that live in different states, and we talk every single day by way of FaceTime. And I think that it's really important to have those in-person connections, because texting is just like, if you go into a job interview and you can't have a regular conversation, you're not getting the job. Like, plain and simple, you are not getting the job. So I encourage all of those young people to get off of your phone when you can and just have a conversation, brush up on those interpersonal skills, because I know you guys don't have them. I know it for a fact. I'm around younger kids. I know.
Craig Ash, keep Jonet full time. Dude, we don't have enough money. But dude, that just shows you like we're the low man on the totem pole. And I sent you a message, and I guess you weren't creeped out that bad. I'm a teacher and I'm a coach. So you guys that are teachers and coaches out there, you got something going for you with young ladies, because at least they know that you can pass a background check and you're not that big of a creep, you know? So
yeah, my high school
look
coach.
at Matt. You didn't know that, did you, Matt? That works for me, dude. They're going to Google you.
That's part of your pickup line is, hey,
I'm Troy
I'm
Taylor, and I'm the head football
certified.
coach at LC Bird High School. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
My track coach from high school, I still talk to him to this day. And it's so funny because he actually wasn't my coach. He was the boys' coach. So I had a completely different coach. But I was a short distance runner, so I was a sprinter.
Yeah.
So my relay team and we just naturally gravitated towards him. And like I said, I still talk to him to this day. And I was in high school a very long time ago. But coaches are so important, because I've had bad coaches and I've had really good coaches. I had one really bad coach. I can't even tell you his name because he's
what was
not
so bad about him?
He just like didn't really know how to talk to us. And he was a man, so he was dealing with a bunch of college aged girls. So we're all over the place, like age and just like all the other like social factors. And he just really didn't know how to relate to us. And he was also kind of a little bit creepy sometimes because he would text us like late at night. And that was just really weird. But then I would also tell him, I'm like, if my high school coach texted me at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I would never think anything weird of it, because just him as a person naturally, one, he would never do that. But two, he's not creepy. But whenever he would text us, we would be like, why are you texting us? Like, what do you want? Like, leave us alone. We'll see you at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I say all that to say that good coaches, you will literally never forget, ever, because I'll never forget my high school coach. And I've been out of high school for a while, and I still to this day talk about him and remember a lot of the life lessons that he taught us. So
life lessons.
Yeah.
Coaching is our ministry. I mean, we're changing lives, and we are so blessed. I interviewed the former head coach of the Cowboys, and he told me, he said, Troy, the Lord takes care of children and fools. And he said, Troy, you're not a child. So I'm just a fool, and the Lord has blessed me, Matt Pat. I mean, dude, how do you get the queen of Rhode Island on Totem Pole? MK, for real, coach. Is that what that means? Coaches are so important. I had a basketball coach, and she was my teacher. And then she moved to high school, and I always talk about her and email her all the time. Yes. Thank you, MK. That means so much to that coach. You never know. That's right. Jesus is him. And he is the reason, man. He is the best. So, Jonet, you've been on here 54 minutes with the low man on the totem pole. we wanted to get an hour out of you. We know you have a busy schedule. I mean, how are you feeling? What's on your heart? Where can they follow you? And thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me so much. I'm excited to keep doing this. I'm on all social media platforms, literally my name. On TikTok, I think it's Queen of Rhode Island, but if you type my name in, everything will bring you to me. So follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yes, right on. Who runs the Totem Pole channel? I'm the custodian. All right, I'm the guy that picks up. Yeah, I'm the lowest of the low, man. And MK, Miss Rhode Island. So the Queen of Rhode Island on TikTok. Matt Pat is what? What are your titles? Secretary of State.
I think that's what you said. Yeah.
And Jonay, this guy named Lambo. All right, he got fired 6 times within 4 months from 6 different jobs. And one of them was for stealing boxes on his day off. Him and Craig from Friday are the only ones ever. Yeah. He put unleaded gas in a diesel engine of a Mercedes truck on Amazon. Coach Bald's here. Well, I'm glad you just showed up. There's there we go.
You boys got to step it
Totem
up,
Pole
Paul.
Nation. We are live here.
Got him.
Wow. Miss your name is shit. Wow. What a blessing that is.
Yes.
The Queen. You have such a huge following in St. Petersburg, Florida. We're here at the watch party at Furs Sports Bar.
Why is Jonay not there?
Showed
She
a
needs to be
picture
there.
of you, Queen of Rhode Island, earlier, and everybody went berserk here. So
Thank you.
just so you know, thank you. God bless you. Coach Taylor, I love you. Matt Pat, love you, brother. Totem Pole Nation. The next big thing, man. We have graduated here. Look at what we have now.
Hey, Kyle, you already seen the ring, didn't you?
I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna mute it because we're loud
All right.
over here.
Jonay, I know you got to go. Thank you. You're the best. I'll hit you up. And welcome to Totem Pole Nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Appreciate you. You're the best.
Bye.
See ya.
Man, Matt Pat. I mean, dude, recruiting, sales, it's all about enthusiasm. And look at me. I'm the low man on the totem pole. I'm in the Fired Football Coaches Association. I used to coach football at a Division II school, Virginia Union University, where Charles Oakley and Ben Wallace used to play. And I was the best recruiter in the country. Recruiting is all about enthusiasm, and I can recruit. Man, look at that. Coach Bald can recruit. I mean, dude, Matt Pat, how does it feel to get hooked up with Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan? I mean, did you ever think?
I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't in my expectations at all.
Dude, most decisions in life are made for you. You don't even have to make the decision. I mean, did you have to make a decision on Virginia Tech, or was it just like, hey, man, this is where I'm going?
That's pretty much what it was. I took tours at, a bunch of different schools in Virginia, and then a couple smaller schools that I had like an opportunity to run at. And when I came to the decision that I wasn't going to run in college, I then focused on basically we took a tour of Clemson, Tech, JMU, and one other school. And I can't remember what it was. Either way, they were okay. And then I did my tour here, and it was like, as soon as we were on campus, I was like, this is where I'm going. So that's pretty much it. I applied early decision. So as soon as I got in, I was like locked in.
Yeah. So Craig, let's practice saying the highest on the totem pole.
Got to get there first, brother.
The reason we are the low man on the totem pole is because we know who's on top, and it ain't us. All right. Those people that think they're at the top, they can come crashing down at any time. But we are the low man on the totem pole because some of the greatest people that have ever walked this planet, when they died, they weren't rich. They was a friend to the downtrodden. Johnny Cash. I've been watching the Hurt video and people reacting to that.
I love Johnny, dude.
Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. That's who we rock with. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory's son is coming on here. So we're the low man on the totem pole. I mean, you can't get the Queen of Rhode Island by coming to her and saying that you are the top of the totem pole. Sometimes, Pat, people feel sorry for the low man. I mean, look at y'all. We didn't even know y'all 2 or 3 weeks ago. The Ring, Go Chiefs. Hey, Coach. Dude, Crawford, we just had the Queen of Rhode Island on here. All right. And, dude, I mean, my girlfriend, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. But, dude, Jonay, I mean, she is like 5-star. What would Tom Lemming rate her? 5-star?
5. Yeah, 5.
5. MK, by Jonay. Pat, what are you doing in college?
I am majoring in the sports media college here, and then minoring in sociology. So it's technically a communications degree, which is what everyone in sports media basically has, that or journalism. I came in, though, as a business management major. And one of the first things in like foundations of business that they teach you is basically what we were talking about with Jonay when it came to having soft skills, being able to talk to people and have conversations, because the way the world is going with, it's all digital. A lot of people are comfortable behind a keyboard. You got to be able to have soft skills. So
what does that mean? Soft skills?
It's, being able to engage in a conversation, not, it's like being personable kind of, but you don't have to be an extrovert to have soft skills. Like if you are able to maintain a conversation and engage, you actually listen, you're not waiting to talk. It's just what we were saying earlier. It's how you have like an adult conversation.
I mean, dude, I think this may be the biggest fumble, the biggest mistake. I mean, Bill Buckner in the 86 World Series, allowing the ball to go through his legs. Scott Norwood, Buffalo Bills missing the field goal to beat the New York Giants. Lambeau. Dude, do you have bad karma? Like, how did you miss the Queen of Rhode Island? Let's see. You're a Patriots fan. She was a Patriots cheerleader. You love Tom Brady. She's got a Super Bowl ring. How did he mess this up? I mean, the Queen of Rhode Island was on Totem Pole Nation.
Oh, Bucs just missed a field goal.
Crawford wants to know, should have gone to Clemson. Coach knows why. Laugh out loud. He's a Clemson fan. He's from South Carolina. Dude, in-state, out-of-state. You guys are too young to know this. I mean, what was the price difference for your family between going out-of-state and in-state?
It's pretty significant. And then there's like, it matters on not just that, but when you're out there, and I guess it's kind of similar here, but it's a little bit bigger of a town kind of here. And then in Clemson, the only thing there is like the town of Clemson, and that's pretty much it. So you go down there, it's going to be similar pricing wise with like living and stuff. But up here, at least, there's things that are pretty close. Clemson is in the middle of nowhere. And then obviously the tuition's different. But like I'm up in the mountains, not a whole lot to do either. But at least I'm, a couple hour car ride from Snowshoe if I want to go snowboard. I have a PGA level golf course 20 minutes away. Like it's, and I'm sure Clemson has similar things down there too, but they are legitimately in the middle of nowhere. Like nothing is close to that school at all.
Man, dude.
And it's a 3.5 to 4 hour drive back to Chesterfield. Whereas if I were to go down there I wouldn't be able to, drive home for a weekend or, do something like that.
I'm sending Jonet a message and I'm saying, thank you so much. You're a star. Continue to shine. Your family must be awesome. Blessed to have you as a part of Totem Pole.
Beautifully worded, Coach.
Bruh, when we made that backstage app and you questioned and wanted to know why we were bringing people in or trying to find people, dude, I don't think. I just go. It's a feeling. Like go with your gut, bro. That guy.
Totem Pole Nation.
It's a
We're
party.
live here. Hey, I got to give you really quick to the Cuban assassin. Yeah, brother. Hey, we're going to make a comeback. Tampa Bay. We're live here. Third Sports Bar. Checking in. Hey, I'll check in a moment, brother. I will check in a moment. Yes, sir.
Dude, did you woo? Did you see Cuban's face?
Yeah.
Dude, he was going to come at the phone. Like, that's a pit bull. That's a pit bull.
Dude, he's having a great time down there. Holy shit.
Cuban assassin has wrestled Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He's been in the same ring. And you know what they say, Matt Pat, was so special about Ric Flair as a wrestler? Have you ever heard?
Probably not what you're about to tell me. I'm sure you got more insider knowledge than I do.
It's really one thing. And the only reason I know it is because I listened to Hulk Hogan talk about him. He made the other dude look so much better.
He was a good teammate.
Yeah. I mean, what do you know about improv?
I mean, I know what it is.
Well, I'm
not well versed.
Well, you are, because life is improv. Having a conversation is improv. But people who are in improv, which a lot of wrestling is, you make the other person look good. See, that's why we're the low man on the totem pole. We're not the media. Like, we're not the media. I'm a coach. Matt Pat is a rising star. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a pro baseball player. And when they said, Troy, you can't be a pro baseball player, I said, I want to study communications. I want to be an announcer, a TV announcer. I want to be talking about sports. And Matt Pat, when I was a kid, you had to get hired by ESPN. Today, you just start your own YouTube channel. Or you find some idiot that's got a channel and you get hooked on with him. I mean, it's a new world. Have you ever read the book Brand New World?
No.
Have you ever read 1984?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Imagine 1984, but worse. I mean, dude, they used to make middle schoolers read it. I mean, it's pretty much.
I read it around then.
Brand New World is pretty much the world today. 1984 is the world today. And I'm not very smart. There's no way that on my own I could get the Queen of Rhode Island on here. There's no way Lambo could get Sarah Blake Cheek on here. I mean, That's why I love Lambo. We have a lot in common. I mean,
Yeah.
our IQs are about the same, 80. I mean, yeah, we're not the sharpest tools in the shed, dude. You're smart. You can think. I mean, dude, you're studying what I wanted to be. I became a coach. I
had the same thoughts though. When I was growing up, I wanted to, be a pro athlete of some route. And then, I got to high school and I was good
decision was made for you.
I was good for high school, but that next step.
And what sport?
Well, basketball was one, and then cross country and track was what I excelled at more than anything else. But the opportunities there were like very small D1 schools and then a lot of D2 and D3. And I knew that the college I didn't want to go to a small school.
Yeah.
Obviously, but
do you know Phil Bowerman or Tinker?
Bill Bowerman?
Yeah, Bill Bowerman
Yeah.
and Tinker Hatfield.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened to Tinker Hatfield in college?
Nope.
Okay, he was a pole vaulter at Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a teammate of Phil Knight, and they were with Coach Bowerman, which he didn't even want to be called coach. He was like a professor of physical, I don't know, competitiveness or something. But Tinker Hatfield destroyed his ankles, crushed it, he couldn't do it anymore. So Coach Bowerman told him, I want you to start making shoes.
The waffle iron, man.
Tinker Hatfield saved Nike. Tinker Hatfield kept Michael Jordan at Nike with the Jordan 3s. I mean, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she said, or somebody said, sometimes life, decisions are made for you. I mean, look at Baker Mayfield. He was a walk-on. It's 10-3. All right. And Detroit is living up to expectations.
Yeah. Well, dude, to Bowerman's thing, the Prefontaine story at all?
I know he was the greatest, but tell me.
Dude, yeah, so in high school, he was a miler, and he was like really good at the mile. He was, able to get down to low 4s, high 3s, which is insane, obviously. But he didn't have the kick to be a miler at the collegiate level. So like the last 200 meters of your race, you need to go, right? No matter what race it is at a longer distance, those last 200 meters is game time. And he just didn't have the kick to do it. So the decision was made for him by Bowerman that you're going to be a 5K runner now. And that's what he made the Olympics doing. And that's what he would have won the Olympics the next time if he didn't die in a car crash. But he also is one of the main, pioneer of amateur athletes, like getting some sort of pay or credit for what they're doing. The Olympics was all amateur athletes. So he was living in like a trailer park, but training to go compete against the people in Europe who were like government workers.
Yes.
Who just trained all the time and lived well. So he was like one of the main pioneers of making the Olympics not like an amateur thing. And like if you're going to go represent your country, you deserve to get paid for it. So that's Bill Bowerman empowered him and also made a decision for him that this is what's best for you long term. And it worked out.
That takes trust. Now, I have a theory. I was telling my son about this. How many different companies do you see Travis Kelce as the spokesman for? I mean, how many different commercials is this dude on? I just saw one.
A good amount.
So Experian, Pfizer,
State Farm,
what else? I mean, there's other ones.
Yeah, and he also, like, all the ad reads in their podcast is essentially a 30-second commercial for them, too, the amount of views they get.
So I have a theory. Pfizer gave him $20 million. How many people knew who Travis Kelce was before he started dating Taylor Swift? Like, what do you think the percentage?
I mean, I guess
that aren't football fans.
Oh,
so a commercial would come up there, and some teeny bopper or 20-year-old that doesn't watch football, would they know him? Because he ain't Tom Brady.
Yeah, but he was in those State Farm commercials with Pat, and he didn't he have like his own dating show on a channel or something too?
I don't know.
I think he was like he was a pretty notable celebrity for being a tight end. But you're right. The level went up for sure.
So when he got that $20 million contract signed in red ink, which you don't even know if it's ink, those people want to make sure that people know who the face is. People know who he is now since he started dating Taylor Swift.
Right.
10-3. There he is. That guy, you want to talk about making it to the NFL? How about being the commissioner of the NFL? Those guys make what? Patrick Mahomes, what is he, 20 million? I don't know.
No, Pat's like 50 something.
A year?
Yeah.
50 million a year? I remember when Jose Canseco signed a 5-year deal for 25 million and people were outraged. Roger Goodell makes 70 million a year, y'all. And we got to buy Peacock for $5.99? The cheapest ticket in this stadium is how much money did Coach Bald say? $800?
No, and this one, I think it was like 13 or something like that.
1,300?
Yeah. This was like the second most expensive playoff game of all time.
A guy once asked me, Pat, if I had all the money in the world, where would my son go to play college football? And I said, well, if I had all the money in the world, he wouldn't be playing, because football is a gladiator game. And when you're the emperor, you ain't got to be a gladiator.
Yeah.
You sit in the box and you throw drinks on fans.
Yeah. So here, unless they restructure it, this year Pat's cap hit was 57. Next year it'll be 60, then 63.
A year?
That's the cap hit because they're including like the yearly dividend of the.
It probably is, because even with inflation, in 1991 or whenever Canseco signed that deal, gas was 99 cents.
Yeah. Well, like Michael Vick with the Falcons, it was like 10-year, $100 million. And it was
Michael Vick. Every time we say that name or any name of one of the GOATs from Virginia, we will have that. Okay. Michael Vick, Lawrence Taylor, Allen Iverson, Bruce Smith. Now, Russell Wilson. Are we going to clap for Russell Wilson?
Yeah, he might be a cornball right now, but he's still one of the best athletes out of Virginia.
But it isn't who we love, it's who loves us. Does Russell Wilson still claim us? 2 up, 2 down.
Arthur Ashe hates Richmond, and we've got statues of him.
Arthur Ashe is dead.
Or hated.
Dude, Richmond. I know a lot about Arthur Ashe. Where did you ever hear that Arthur Ashe hated Richmond?
He said it publicly. It's in.
Well, because they wouldn't let him play on the tennis courts at Bird Park.
Right.
But why would he hate who he is?
That's not what I'm saying.
He's us.
Yeah,
Arthur Ashe is one of us.
I hear you. I'm just saying he was vocal about not enjoying a lot of his time in Richmond, rightfully so, obviously. But like, if that's we still got like statues and stuff of him up, so it's the same
He
sentiment.
deserves a statue.
I agree. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying for the principle of what we're talking about right here, Russ.
I can't put Russell Wilson in Arthur Ashe's.
Not their.
I don't see him fighting against apartheid.
It's not their historical significance to Richmond. I'm just saying, like, that's the same logic.
Okay. Well, I met Russell Wilson when he was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a good kid. He's a good kid. But I don't know. I mean,
he's
if I was married to Sierra, would I come back? I don't know. I mean, hey. I guess I have more in common with Dan Campbell and Allen Iverson. I mean, I like Bubba Chuck. I mean, can Baker Mayfield lead them to the promised land?
I
Todd
think
Bowles.
I don't know, man, because I don't know if that defense is going to be able to hold up against San Fran in a game that's not raining and, Debo gets hurt and everything like that. Which Debo should be back for next week's game, correct?
Dude, I mean, what's the injury?
Shoulder.
I mean, what is it with the shoulder? Is it broke?
I'm opening up.
Did he rip his labrum? Like, did he break his collarbone? Any of those, he's not playing. Wow.
He said he was okay, but players say that all the time. So I have no idea. I picked up Kate Otten in one of my dynasty leagues last year. Those are fun. I want to start next year when like the drafts and stuff come around. Start putting some stuff out about fantasy football and like the dynasty stuff, because I hadn't even heard of it until like 2 years ago, and now I'm hooked on it. So I need to get on there. Coach Ball.
Whoa, do you like some tea? That amazing camera. So your next is done.
Totem Pole Nation, we are live here. Bucs headquarters, Tampa Bay. Let's go! Hey, any words on Tampa Bay Bucs? Let's go! Here we come, here we go. Hey!
I mean,
hey, just like we drew it up. Just like we drew it up.
Matt Pat.
We'll check in a moment.
When Kobe's got the hot hand, what do?
You feed him.
Yes.
You feed him.
And dude, I took a shot. In the dark. Don't hit the home run. Just try to make contact. And then when can you come on? Boom. Today.
Speaking of coming on, where is this man?
Bruh, have you ever seen the movie Life?
I don't think so.
Well, it's starring Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. And there's a character. You can look him up. He's called Can't Get Right. He can't get right. Like, dude, I mean, I don't know what his tastes in women are, but how could you be a man and not be excited for the Queen of Rhode Island to be on Totem Pole, man?
Yeah.
Dude, like, she was in Miss America, Lambo. She was an NFL cheerleader, and you're a no-show. I mean, dude, Dan Quinn blowing the Super Bowl with the Falcons or Lambeau. I mean,
Probably still Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn is bigger, losing the Super Bowl.
I think so, yeah.
Well, you know,
28-3.
There's levels to everything, and to the level that we're on, which is the lowest.
That's pretty big.
Yeah,
that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
I mean, it's like Malcolm Butler not showing up for the Super Bowl. Like, what are you doing, Lambeau? It's like who was that one guy that like went to New Orleans and went out with a female the night before the Super Bowl and got arrested? Like, dude,
who did that?
It's like getting fired. I can't remember. He played for the Green Bay Packers. It's like getting fired on your day off for stealing boxes. Dude, it's like getting fired from Chick-fil-A for going to be a part of Kevin Durant's TV show on Apple TV.
That one's pretty cool.
That's a good story. I mean, he
did get fired, but yeah.
But, man, I'm blown away, dude. I mean, I don't know how much. There we go. Let's go. That's right. Polling in the house. Polling in the house, baby. I'm a Pollock, for anyone that doesn't know. Look at. They're just, dude. I mean,
we like the way that quarter ended right there. We pretty much. This is exactly how Coach Bo is doing up, dog. We got him right where we want him.
I mean, Coach Ball.
Let me take you around this place. I'm gonna mute me because I know it's loud around here.
Jump around, jump up, and get down. Get down. Man, what's up with the comments? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Ian Tatum. Where have you been? Ian Tatum. Did you see who our guest was on today? Matt Pat, can I recruit?
Yeah. I would say. I would say so.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. I mean, I feel the same way as when I recruited Will Stanback, who's the running back for the CFL in the CFL. I mean, he started with Blake Bortles at UCF. Like, man, shout out. Wow. What about her brothers, Matt Pat? If her brothers want to be impressive. Should we get her brothers involved?
Yeah, I think, getting perspectives of people that are actually in the world right now when it comes to like college football and stuff, that's huge. Because like I'd hopefully have an interview pretty soon.
We're gonna unmute it for a second to let the people talk. Any thoughts on the second half? You're a Detroit fan. Any thoughts? What do you think?
I mean, we got it.
Lions all the way. Okay. 2-touchdown win. There you go.
Do they know they're on?
Guys, you're live here. 100,000 people.
Let's go.
Hey, we'll get there. Let's go, Bucs. Any words? Who you got second half?
Yeah.
Huh?
Tell them, look at the comments.
Who you got second half?
Look at all the comments. Dude, you're streaming.
Football fan. No.
Like, look at all the comments coming in. I did, but I wasn't around. I'm going to listen to the replay on the way to work tomorrow. Well, you may want to listen, or you may, I mean, dude.
Hey, second half. Tell me what's going on. Second half. What's
Look at that.
I'm thinking the same thing that happened at the end of the first half. We're just going to pick right back up where we left off and take this thing for a Bucs victory.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Tell them, look at all the comments coming in, man. Let's go.
The Mac Jones jersey. That's funny. All right, hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Man.
So, hey, really quick, these two guys, they're way too tan to be from Detroit.
Yeah. Tell them, look at all the comments coming in.
Detroit, and you're the guys of that town.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, they live here, but they're Detroit fans, so you got to love
sorry.
that. What's going to happen second half? Go ahead.
Hey, how about her?
Goff is going to tear them up. We're going to tear that defense up, and then we're going to pull it out.
I need to ask her. I need to ask her a
the Niners
question.
did not look unbeatable yesterday, right?
They look beatable.
Right. They did not
need
look
to ask her a
unbeatable.
question.
Thank you guys so much.
Coach.
Hey, these two people right here might be the coolest people I know.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the rest of this game? Who's
Look at
winning
all the
this
comments
game?
coming in.
Who?
Let's go.
Who do you think's winning this game?
Beer.
Detroit.
There you have it.
I don't think
There
it's
you
ever
have it.
lost.
There.
Detroit. Eminem. Hey, can I ask them, is Eminem...
Hey, I love you, Coach Taylor. Look how we do it. This is how we do it. This is every Sunday on the.
Hey, Coach.
Right here.
Coach, go to that one girl.
I'm trying to muscle my way through this.
Hey, go back to that one girl that's a Detroit fan. This guy, man.
Oh my! Look at this! Look at this swag right here.
Yeah.
Look at this kid. Tell them what's going on rest of the game, man. Tell them what's going on rest of the game.
Dude.
2017.
Yeah.
We got him right where we want him.
His drink matches his outfit. His drink matches his outfit. That is swag.
Who would have thought we had Warren Sapp in the house, and that was him right there, man.
That's it, Warren Sapp.
We're getting better, bigger, faster, stronger. Had the Queen of Rhode Island on earlier. Look at this. I can't wait till we do this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys are live. Hey, what's the rest of the game going to look like? We got them right where we want them, right?
Tell him you're streaming, dude. Tell him you're streaming to 100,000 people.
Coach T, I'm going to let you wrap it up here, but I'm going to check back in a moment, all right? I love you, buddy.
All right, brother. Man, we're blessed. We're blessed, Ian Tatum. I tell you, man. All right, I got a question to ask. Is Rodney Harrison starting to look like Tony Dungy? Hey, ask her, can I still get those Ozempic shots? Oh, man. Totem Pole, you're the best. I mean, we are the low man on the totem pole, man. And if you got any questions, any comments, put them in the chat. You know, let's see. What's the one guy wanted to know who runs the Totem Pole YouTube? All right, the president is Coach Bald. Coach Bald is in St. Petersburg. He's the president. The vice president is Lambeau. Lambeau is in Richmond, Virginia. Matt Pat is the Secretary of State, and he's in Blacksburg, Virginia Tech. And Coach Brandon Toms is the Secretary of Defense, and I'm the custodian. I'm the lowest of the low. I'm the guy that takes the trash out. But man, today's been a good day, man. Today has been a good day. And I don't even care who wins the game now, man. I'm so happy for these guys at Totem Pole. And everybody wants to know about the shorts. The shorts are made by Scott from VCU and Howard. I call him Howie from Central Florida. They're interns here at Totem Pole. And if you want to intern for Totem Pole, let us know. I mean, we're blessed. Man, we're blessed. I mean, today got a chance to talk to Gerard Mayo's high school coach. It was amazing. Told us all about Gerard. I'm sending the link to Brandon Toms, Ian Tatum, and him from Gardner and Webb. Man, Totem Pole. Man, I'm blown away, man. So far today. Having Joné Nichelle on and, you know, having the love from y'all. You know, some of y'all, Ian Tatum, been our day one. Crawford Stover, South Carolina, MK, Nadua Fam, makes great videos. MK, Craig Ash. You really stepped up today, Craig Ash. Great job. Let's see. Where is B-Dog Rules? I have not seen B-Dog Rules. I have not seen Oreo, Totem Pole Oreo. You know, Totem Pole Oreo, man. Fiery Productions killed it. You know, so thank you. And dude, we got a long night of football, man. You know, we got this stream, got another one for the next game. And I'm just chilling, man. What is it? Is it 10-10? Well, Detroit's not running the ball. 39 yards rushing. So we're blessed, man. Mike Evans, 97 yards. He's a heck of a player. He's a Hall of Famer. Divisional playoffs. And then next week is the AFC and NFC championship. Dan Campbell. Man, when they hired Dan Campbell, I was like, I didn't know nothing about him, but the biting the kneecaps and everything, I was like, wow. I was like, this dude, man, he needs to watch what he's saying in the NFL. But, dude, he's smart. And he played for Coach McNally with the Giants. I mean, he coached for Sean Payton with the Saints. And, man, that guy, players love him. I mean, how could you not? Look at the coaches that are left in this thing. The players love these guys. Todd Bowles was one of my friend's teammates. No. Hey, take it off.
Sorry. So sorry, but cut that out.
Yeah. It's okay.
Cut that out. Here we go. Here we go. Coach Taylor, how you doing?
Hey, man, doing great, man. Second half just started, empty formation. I don't know if I'm ahead of you or what. You know, empty, you're putting the game in the quarterback's hands, man. I mean, it's a 4-1 box.
We ended hot, and that's how we're going to finish, I believe.
Good job, Baker Mayfield. Wow. I'm seeing some carnage in there, man. Some bodies. You know, somebody told me that the Bucs don't run the ball very well, but the Bucs, they got more rushing yards than the Lions. And I saw bodies on the ground. That's a good sign if you're the offensive line coach or the offensive coordinator. Pistol. I always like to watch, you know, what they're doing in the pistol. You know, usually a run or play action, bootleg out of the pistol, and that was mid zone, I think. Let me see how the O-line played it. I mean, they got 4 guys over there. That motion brought the one inside backer, so it's 3 for 3. Yep. The motion brought a guy back. That inside backer went over with them. So they had 4 guys over there. Would have been a bad run. I'm back in the pistol. Same play. And that was duo. I mean, high school coaches, rec coaches. I mean, that was just a missed handoff in the playoffs by an NFL team. So don't get too upset when your team misses a handoff. These guys get paid millions of dollars, and the coaches. Somebody came free. Man, Baker really is playing well in the pocket, man. I mean, they cut a dude loose to protection. I don't know how many they brought. I don't know if they brought more than they could protect. Third and 4. Empty formation. Just working the 2 receiver side. Wow. Dude, that Hutchinson kid, I can see why he went number 1 overall. That is a bad chicken, man. He is a bad, bad man. Look at this. All right, so he's in 5 technique playing outside the offensive tackle. I'm the right tackle, and it's drop back, and I got a defensive end on my outside, and the right tackle's eyes were to the left. Well, who's blocking that freakazoid from Michigan? Man, Lions, great pick on the Hutchinson. I mean, the GM for the Lions in 03 was working at a rental car place, y'all. So you can go from being the low man on the totem pole, working at a rental car, to being the GM of the Lions, man. I mean, it's just. Did you just see that play?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how much you know about football, but the right tackle, he had a 5 technique, which means that's a defensive end outside of him.
Yeah.
They're in protection. And the right tackle, he's the best pass blocker, and the left tackle. Those guys usually block those defensive ends, but his eyes were inside, and nobody blocked the dude that looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon, Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, dude, he looks like Herman Munster in a football uniform.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to block him if you don't? Are you full sliding the whole line to the left so a running back can block that guy? I mean, there was a missed handoff in that series. There was a protection that was blown. I mean, dude, these aren't things that the other team is doing.
Yeah.
Man, so Pat, I mean, you watching these games and live streaming, it's a great experience for your career in sports communications. Dude, you may end up being a play-by-play guy.
Hey, man, any route that I can take to talk about sports, that's, fine with I'm not.
Yeah, you're not going to rule. Dude, it's like having a girlfriend. I mean, don't be picky. I mean, if you got no offers, then don't be turning colleges away. All right, I'm going to teach you some wisdom today, Pat. What is the difference between a good and a bad haircut?
One like shows off your features, the other one doesn't.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, a bad haircut looks good. I mean, I'm telling you, just hold on, man. That's why I keep it the way. I can't remember who I said you look like, but it was somebody famous. I can't remember who it was yesterday, man. I mean, but how many hours did we do yesterday?
I mean, you did more than me because I was driving. Or like, I think I did like almost 3.
I mean,
yeah,
dude,
you're on there a lot.
If I was still a high school coach, head coach, I would be on here right now.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't want to be talking about football and being a head coach. So I mean, hey, what is it? Lambeau always steals the quote. It isn't what happens. What happens to you, but for you. What is it he always says? I don't know. But Lambeau, you dropped the ball. I mean,
yeah, I texted him, no response. So he might be at work or something. I don't know.
I mean, is Raising Cane's open on Sundays?
Yes.
So yeah, maybe Lambeau's doing his due diligence. He's doing what he's supposed to do for once in his life. Baker Mayfield. That guy is motivating. Did you know that he started at Texas Tech as a true freshman walk-on?
Yeah.
Amazing. That just shows you, man, these coaches and recruiting experts don't know anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like when I was talking to Tom, what he was saying, he was like, it's not
an exact science.
No, and he said, take it all with a grain of salt. It's more of like a prediction. Like if you're a 5-star, high-ranked 4-star, then you're most likely, in the eyes of these basically guys making predictions, you're going to be, very good in the college level. And then if you're a 5-star guy, you should be going to the NFL. And we've seen plenty of 5-stars that do not pan out in the least bit.
Yeah.
Got some chicken in the oven right now.
There you go.
Mac and cheese on the stove.
You eat mac and cheese from the box?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have noodles and then add cheese and
I've done that. I've done that as well. I like making, like your own Alfredo sauce. I like doing that.
Nice.
But
look at that, man, dude. That's dirty, man. Did you see it?
Yep. Yep.
I mean, dude, that was a big penalty, dude.
Half the distance to the goal.
I mean, they got a first down, though. They just got a first down. That cost them that first down. Yeah, so if you're watching, like, we'll answer questions right now. But, like, if I'm doing the coaches clinic and I got a coach on and that guy's talking football, like, I can't be – I mean, I'll put your comment up, but I can't be like talking about other things because like the coaches clinic is about like coaching, like, and it's for football coaches. And hey, maybe I won't be doing them anymore. Maybe I'll just be doing live streams. But I had to have one coach today because he's from Virginia and he just got back from Boston, Massachusetts, and his former player, Gerard Mayo, got named the head coach of the New England Patriots. So I had to speak to him. I wanted to get him on. I mean, we're documenting history, y'all. Totem Pole Nation, the low man on the totem pole. We're documenting history. Not just are we talking about sports. And I got a thing. This is what I'm talking about right now. We coach football, but we teach life. We coach football, but we teach life. That's the thing I'm on. Coach football, teach life.
I like it.
Matt Pat, are you happy that the other Matt Pat does not spell his Matt Pat the same as you?
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, I didn't know that there was one. And then, yeah, when we found out that he doesn't spell it the same, it was definitely like, all right. At least I'm not exactly copying him. But like I said yesterday, I was given this nickname in like first grade, so I'm rolling with it, even if he spelled it the same way.
Yeah. I mean, I have the same name as the coach of Stanford. People used to come to me and go, did you play quarterback for the Jets? Dude, I'm like 5'10". And when I'm skinny, I'm 200, 215. When I'm fat, I don't get on a scale. If you dread going to the doctor, y'all, and stepping on a scale, just don't look.
Yeah.
Just don't look. Tell them I don't want to see it. See, but Matt, you don't have those problems. You're thin. You're in shape.
High metabolism, man. High metabolism.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Like I said, I used to run track and cross country, so I was getting in 50 something miles a week normally, and I was bone thin. There wasn't meat on my body until I started lifting weights senior year, and even then, I was like hyped to be at like 148. Like I was not even touching 150. I'm 5'11".
How tall are you?
5'11". So like that running 50 miles a week, I was eating everything in the house, but I wasn't gaining any weight. And then when college started, wasn't running as much. I was still playing like intramural football, intramural basketball, and I would go on runs, but I wasn't like obviously putting that much in. So it's like nice to be at a comfortable weight that doesn't, look like I could be blown away with a gust of wind.
Yeah, or you're sick.
Yeah. Which, trust me, man, I'm sure, being a coach, you see kids show up to tryouts and stuff all the time. It's like, dude, you are going to get folded with the way that you're built right now.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get Coach Brandon Tom a link.
Sweet.
I sent him the one for this one. I'm gonna send him the next one. And he's a great kid, man. I call him a kid, but I mean he's old enough to be my son. But he's really impressed me ever since I've been at Dinwiddie, man. I mean he's like everybody wants to be the head coach, but they don't want to do what the head coach does. Like he's there every day in the weight room. He's coaching. Like he said, he didn't walk over to Shane Beamer. I thought he had already talked to him.
What's his position?
I think he coaches the D line for Coach
Gotcha.
Mills. Yeah. All right. So what is this? 3rd and 14. They got everybody up there, man. They're gonna play man free, so I don't think it's gonna be cover 0, dude. They're not gonna bring 6. How many they bring? 5?
I'm still behind you,
Okay.
so I gotta figure that out.
Hold on. Let me pause it. When you get back in here. I think Hutchinson was spying. Oreo, dude, we've been looking for you. You're not going to believe this. We had the Queen of Rhode Island on Totem Pole. Finished number 3 in Miss America. All right. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, here you go. I'm going to find you a picture so we can show everybody. Let's see here. This is a good picture. Hold on. I could just pull up the picture from Twitter. Nichelle, my belle. Let's see here. Hold on, Oreo. Hey, Matt Pat.
You?
Dude, Coach Bald showed the screen.
No, did he actually?
Yes. Yeah, you were playing basketball, Oreo. That's good, buddy. That's good for you, man. I'm going to open it in a new tab. Open link in a new tab. All right, there you go. All right. Let's see here. Present. And we're way behind now, y'all, in the game. I was waiting for Matt Pat.
Yes,
he showed the screen, dude. And I started yelling, no, take it off. It might have been 2 seconds, dude.
Okay. All right. Then we should be good.
How long did he do it before?
I mean, it was up there for like a minute probably. He was just
kidding me?
The first time I remember, he just turned his phone around and it was
you really tell he did it for a minute at the national championship?
It was close. It was a long time.
Gosh. All right. When it
And
gets
then
back,
he was also showing
WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I was yelling like, dude, take it off. Like,
Yeah.
What happened? Coach Bald showed the TV screen of the game, but it was only for like maybe 2 seconds because I started yelling at him. Like, we cannot show the TV screen during these live streams. That's what got us banned. from YouTube for what was it, a couple weeks? Like the next time, dude, it's gonna be 90 days. We're off YouTube. Like in our channel, we've got Twitter, we got everything, but YouTube is our thing. Like, yeah, we could have gotten banned again, but Matt Pat says that if he only showed the screen for 2 seconds, then we're gonna be good. But I'm not taking no.
Yeah, no risks, no risks.
All right, so what you're telling me is, there you go. Right there. That's the queen of Rhode Island. Totem Pole Oreo says, I love your lives. Dude, I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. I told my class this, and I told these kids that are seniors that are in my class. I'm a teacher. Can you believe that? I teach government, and I teach success. You guys out here watching this, when I was your age, when I was in middle school, I used to think that I wasn't as smart as other people. I used to think that I had to cheat off of other people when we took like a standardized test, like y'all state tests. I'd be looking at someone else's paper. Oh, they're smarter than me. What they got for number 10? Oh, what they got A? Okay. What they got on? I'll be looking around. What they got for 20? Okay. I was so stupid. I didn't even know that they had different questions in different orders, because I thought other people were smarter than me. And what I'm telling y'all is these guys on the TV, the players, the coaches, the president, the vice president, they ain't no smarter than y'all. I don't care what neighborhood you live in. I don't care how much money your parents got in the bank. I don't care if you got all A's or all F's. Those people ain't smarter than you. How do I know? I'm the low man on the totem pole, and I've talked to NFL coaches. I've talked to famous people. And, dude, you may be the low man on the totem pole, but Kai Cenat, he ain't no smarter than you. You could do exactly what he does or more. So that's our happy to see me. Heck yeah, we're happy to see you, bruh. Just about what you got in knowledge, not what you have in life. Oh, dude, I'm 45 years old, okay? So let's just say you're 10, I'm 40. If you're 10 and I'm 40, 5 years to you is like 20 years to me, because it's all about percentages. And the only thing I know is life and coaching. I'm a coach. I'm a high school coach. I just started doing YouTube last January. And by February, I had met the most famous, greatest offensive line coach of all time and got him on Twitter. That's how blessed I am. I'm friends with the Miami Hurricanes O-line coach, Colorado State O-line coach. I'm friends with high school coaches in California, Arizona. Like, I'm just blessed. The Lord takes care of children and fools. And I'm not a child. I mean, look, we had Joné Nichelle, my belle. We had her on here. I mean, what a blessing. So, Oreo, we love you. What is one word you would say to the world to be successful? One word? To be successful? Resilience. Don't quit. Joné went 5 times to try to be Miss Rhode Island. And it was on the 5th time that she won. So she lost 4 times. Coach Troy Taylor, one word to say to the world to be successful: resilience. That's right. You got to have resilience. You got to have stick-to-itiveness. You can't quit. Be tough. What does that mean to you, Matt Pat, when someone says that somebody's tough?
Well, resilience, definitely a word that comes to your mind immediately when it comes to being tough. You just got to have perseverance, resilience, and you can take a hit and get up.
I used to think
metaphorical and literal.
I used to think when people said that football player won't tough, I used to think that meant he was soft. Well, if you're soft, you'll quit. But meaning he won't hit people, he's not physical. I thought that bullies were tough. Bullies aren't tough. Bullies are soft. Okay, everybody's been bullied. Everybody's been picked on. People that pick on others and bully other people are soft. Tough people don't pick on others. I'm going to hop off in a minute, see you back. I promise. Yeah, brother, we'll be here. We'll be here. All right, I know I'm going to do the rest of this game. And then, I might come on at my girlfriend's house. There you go. Now that's what I'm talking about. That macaroni. That looks like some real macaroni. Nice job, Matt Pat.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, the chicken is a honey barbecue as well. So just it's a great combination of flavors.
I've been preaching this. It's 10 to 10, 5 minutes to 24 seconds. How many seconds you got?
It's still panning over the river right now.
All right, tell me when you get to 5:19 or 5:20. Tell me when it's 5:20. I told these guys they're just as smart as everybody else. Just
Absolutely.
Because the person's on TV or they may be from a nicer neighborhood or their parents might have went to college, it don't matter.
5:20.
Completion?
Yep.
All right. So actually, I'm going to listen to your life while I play my game. Okay, good. I mean, there ain't much to it, dude. Like, I was just trying to give y'all advice. Don't be like Troy Taylor. Don't be like me. All right? You're just as smart as everybody else. The best people, some of the best people in the world live in the worst neighborhoods. And some of the worst people live in the best. And it don't matter what they look like. It don't matter how much money they got. Boom. There we go.
So last year, I worked as a runner for ESPN when they came for ACC Network to do football games. So basically, I was.
You're talking about this football season or last?
Last one.
When Brent Pryce first year.
Yeah. We won, thankfully. I worked the Boston College game. But to what you were saying, the group of guys that I helped, that showed up, and we had to set up all the cameras. We had to get the truck ready. We had to get all the cables, make sure they were straight. I had to run up to the booth and give cue cards to people. I was in the golf cart driving around in the ESPN golf cart, picking up people and stuff like that. Like, the group of guys I worked with definitely don't have the most glamorous or high-paying job, but they were the hardest working people that I've ever seen, really, because without them doing whatever it is behind the scenes and like everything I was doing for that weekend, nothing's on TV. You can't watch the game, all that. So to what you're saying, hard work and like perseverance, resilience, all that stuff, it doesn't matter if you're getting paid, $100,000 plus a year, or if you're not, you're traveling the country with ACC Network getting paid, half that. It's who you are, your hard work that you put in. Those guys that are getting paid more it doesn't mean that they're smarter than you or work harder than you or anything.
Man, we may come like the Lou Holtzes, like the Zig Ziglars, the Inky Johnsons, to a group of kids 12 years old around the country. Totem Pole may turn into that. And we're doing it through sports. Well, the Detroit Lions. Todd Bowles went to Temple. He was teammates with Mike Spencer, my friend. He was recruited by Bruce Arians to go to Alabama to play for Bear Bryant. And then Bruce Arians left Alabama as the offensive coordinator to go to Temple to be the head coach. Todd Bowles, he said, is a wonderful, wonderful human being.
He's a Hokie.
Bruce is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Well, Todd Bowles is from Temple, but he played for Bruce. Yeah. Have you heard the story of Bruce Arians his senior year?
No.
In high school?
No.
Oh, you got to watch it, man. The football life. He got kicked out of high school his senior year. Yeah. He got kicked out of school because supposedly his girlfriend got pregnant, and he went to some Catholic school in Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh, where he's from, and he got caught with some beer or something, and they like kicked him out of school. And there was a coach at Virginia Tech that was like, dude, we're going to give you a second chance. And they did. It's an awesome story, man. You got to watch the football life of Bruce Arians. You know, he's the original quarterback whisperer.
Mm-hmm. I have heard that as well.
I mean, he's it. He played quarterback at Virginia Tech. He was a triple option.
Yeah, I mean, most of our quarterbacks were for a while. I've got this book. It's called Game of My Life. And this guy, Mike Harris, interviewed some of the best Virginia Tech football and basketball players. And each chapter is talking about their life and then their game in their Virginia Tech history, where they became notable, like they felt like this was the game of their life or whatever.
Yeah. And
it's full of guys that I had no idea who they were until I came here. But it's been a really fun read, and I bring it up because one of it is like a very early tight end or something, and he had a game with he had 50 receiving yards or whatever, and he was like, this was unheard of, or because it's in the 60s or something like that. Like all of our quarterbacks, and not just Virginia Tech, but a lot of schools, they weren't passing the ball for anything. Especially Bruce is old as shit too, so I'm sure back in those days, a lot of running.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I have no clue, man. Probably 70.
Yeah, 71. Born in 52. Oh, he's from New Jersey.
Oh, he's from Jersey?
Mm-hmm. He was born in 52.
All right, so it's 7-10. There's 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in our game that we're watching. Somebody got rolled up on, man.
Yeah, that was earlier. He's back in now, thankfully.
Wow, that's duo. That's duo. Boom. Coach McNally invented that. He invented duo with Mike Pope. If you got Jason Witten, Shockey, and Mark Bavaro on your resume, you're probably the greatest tight end coach of all time.
Yeah, I would say so. I would agree with you there.
Stocking, Jason Witten, and Mark Bavaro. Man, I had him on the podcast. And I wish I just didn't want to keep him too long. But he was like he wanted to go longer. Like I didn't want to stretch it out too far with Jonet. I wanted to make sure, I didn't want to wear out our welcome. I wanted to have her back on here. Too much information is not a good thing, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm sharing some wisdom.
That's what I was thinking with
especially
with
first date.
True.
Don't be telling them everything.
When me and Tyler talked to Jordan Gush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one saying like that went like 10 minutes longer than we were trying to, but we just kept talking football and it just stretched out like that. So it didn't feel like we were.
But that dude is so freaking smart, Jordan.
Yeah.
Good. Dude, like he's even smart on another level. Like when I interviewed him, it got pulled off of YouTube because I showed a part of Network 1976. Have you ever seen the movie?
No.
Oh man, it's phenomenal. It's Jim Carrey's favorite movie. He's not in it, but it's a great movie. Okay, Mason's Channel 57. Hi. Mason, you missed it. We had the Queen of Rhode Island here earlier. Miss Rhode Island, third in Miss America. She talked a little bit. Say, hey, what's up, coach? How's it going? Hey, Pat, you're the best. Mason Channel 57. Did y'all go follow my son's YouTube page? His YouTube is Streak FN. YouTube. His YouTube channel is Streak FN. He makes Fortnite shorts. Man, I tell you, Pat, our guys that make the shorts, Howard and Scott, they are in high demand.
Yeah, they're on fire.
I mean, people want to know who they are. I mean, dude, they're behind the scenes. Matt Pat will have an idea. Coach Bald will have an idea. Lambeau will have an idea. He lets those guys know, and then boom, they're on it, man. They're animals. Go Lions. Are they going to make a video to see if YouTube agrees that they should make my hoodie a new model for the hoodies at y'all's? I talked to Scott about that, and he was only worried that using the same video from your video, they could have a copyright. But, dude, like that – I mean, Matt Pat bought a hoodie from that website. I mean, how is the quality of that hoodie? I mean, is it screen printed? Is it screen printed? Is it like one of those ironed on things?
So, I mean, I've watched it, I feel like a million times at this point. It's still on.
What does it feel like? Does it feel like it's an iron on?
Not really.
Does it feel like ink?
Yeah.
Show everybody that. So this is the hoodie right here from the merch store. And, dude, the merch store, like, it's just like y'all could make a merch store. Like, all you got to have is a logo. And you give it to them, and it puts it on stuff. So it didn't. Yeah, so like.
Hold on. The Niners.
I think we already have a tie-dye hoodie on there, don't we? There's some type of tie-dye.
Yeah, let me go look. Mason, the Niners won. The Packers lost.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, the YouTube, man, they're not cool, man. We're still waiting on a check from them. I mean, YouTube is not very understanding, dude. They don't even have a phone number. You can't even call them.
All right, let's see if we got tie-dye up here.
I mean, high school coaches, rec coaches, Baker Mayfield can't complete a look pass and uncovered to the number one receiver. Throw it right now, fast screen. So don't get upset with your quarterback when he can't complete a look pass. Baker Mayfield was number one pick overall. He's starting quarterback in the NFL and he can't complete a look pass.
I don't see any.
There's no tie-dye hoodies. Yeah, there's no way, Oreo, that we can get them to make anything that is not already on there, because that's all they have. Like it's just a very basic store.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You mean get those guys to make a video? Yeah, we get them to make a video. But I mean, I don't think we can get them that store. I mean, that's just a store. Like it's a website. You go to it and you put a logo in, they make you a store. All right, Mason, we'll check you later, brother. Thank you. All right, so they can tie it. What is it? 3rd and 10 right now. You got 3 over 3 over here. They're bringing it, dude. Oh, screen. Great call. He's going to walk in. Great call. See that? When you blitz, they want you to blitz when it's a screen. They want you running in the backfield. So, I mean, was it man-to-man? Who was supposed to be covering that dude? All right, so it's going to be – I think they played zone. I'm not sure. Aiden, it's Hutchinson. And there was no inside run support because it was max pressure, cover 0. It was 6-man pressure, I think.
So in that was Hutchinson on the man, or was he just supposed to fade out into the?
They're probably just they're assuming that he's gonna help in the flat, just a big body to get a hand up.
Yeah,
but like, and when you bring 6 people like that, like someone's got to realize and retrace their steps to get to the running back. But it's a great call, man. Like, because it was to the weak. In the NFL, they run those to the weak side. So I don't know, what did the number one receiver do? He probably ran his guy across the field or ran him off. He probably ran him across the field.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at what he was doing.
Yeah, he probably went across the field, and then they blocked Hutchinson. And I mean, it was there was one guy deep, so he probably ran off because there was one guy that was back there in the end zone. From what I saw, it was a great call. What was it on 3rd and 10?
Yeah.
I mean, they brought max pressure, and it's a weak. Belichick calls it. That's the weak side classic screen. The classic running back up when the lineman release. He's to the flat. Boink. Bye-bye.
See you. All right. Ooh, I didn't know.
I'm trying to make my own merchandise. Can you please help me and tell me how to? Well, dude, you are young. So, like, I don't know if they'll allow you. Like, that's the one thing about being young is, like, you're not allowed to do everything that older people are allowed to do. So, like, your parents got to help. So, what is the name of that? Spreadshop.com? So, when you're young, you just got to basically figure out, hey, man, this is what I'm going to do, you know? Or your parents help you. All right, but dude, it's a long time since I was your age, and they didn't have none of this stuff. Yeah. Spreadshop.com. Well, my parents said, yeah, that I can do it if they just help me. Can you tell me? I mean, go right there, spreadshop.com, and open your shop now. Mason is in the house. He's back. Mason, what state are you in? Uh-oh, here he is, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Totem Pole Nation.
The
We
president.
got him right where we want him. We're live here in Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida. What's the thought? Tell him, country.
Let's go! Tampa!
Yeah.
Look
Hey, I
at
have
this
a question.
awesome jacket right here.
I have a question. Yeah.
Totem Pole Nation, Totem
Yes.
Pole Nation.
I have a question for her.
Yeah,
I have
that's
a question for
how
her.
we roll. We believe. Look,
I have a
I'm just
question
gonna
for
run
the
you
girl
through
in the
this
old
here.
school Bucs
What
jacket.
do you got? What's going to happen?
Yes.
Tell them what's going to
Tell her
happen.
she's screaming. Tell them
Football
they're
game,
screaming.
come on.
Let's go.
Come
Come on. They're
They're
screaming. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Woo!
Kyle, we're looking for some certain type of fans. All right. The ones that people actually want to look at. Not like me.
Hey, right here, look at this guy right here. He's got
Yeah.
the swag we need here. Totem Pole Nation.
Go Bucs, go Bucs.
Tell them what's happening in the last here quarter.
So we scored a Buccaneers touchdown, and my buddy poured his own beer on his head. Unbelievable.
Woo! I can't wait till we do this again tomorrow.
I know, man. Life is a party, man. Totem Pole Nation, baby.
Look at this swag right here. Hey,
He's like the modern day Hugh Hefner.
booyah.
He's the modern day Hugh Hefner.
Looking at, brother.
He doesn't
Thank
need
you,
3
man.
wives.
Thank you. We got him right where we want him.
And I'm Dick Gregory.
All right, 2nd and 4 at the 31-ish. Play action.
Signal ball.
Uh-oh, everybody's getting upset here. But we're back. We're back, and we're
Pretty
live.
good. Pretty. He's really good.
Spreadshop.com, man.
Tell them. Talk to them. Tell them.
We're streaming, dude.
You're live.
It's Totem
You're
Pole
live.
Nation,
Let's
dude.
go.
100,000
Bucs, I
followers,
Hey.
bruh.
I like how you roll.
Let's go. Go back to the girl with the Buccaneers jacket, dude.
Hey, they keep asking me, like, get some pretty ladies on to tell them what's going on here.
Yes.
What's going to happen in the game? Come on.
I've read the script, so I know firsthand. Tampa Bay wins by 1 touchdown.
There you heard it.
Keep going. Look at the
She's got
beautiful
it.
ladies we
She's
have.
got it.
Look, we're
Yeah.
live on live.
You're live on
Let's
We're
go.
live on live. Totem
Let's
Pole
go.
Nation. Holy cow! I don't know what section I fell into,
Oh my
but
God.
You're in the 5-star.
nothing but pretty
You're in the
girls here.
5-star section.
Sorry, hey, we
That's
might be
the
in
5
Florida.
stars.
Sorry, I gotta go.
That's the 5 stars. Yeah. Coach Bald's going to end up in trouble, y'all. Okay? Because Coach Bald lives in a $2 million home. That's Totem Pole headquarters. Ugh. And it ain't because of Coach Bald. He was smart.
All right. See,
Woo! Bye-bye.
hey man,
Bye-bye.
they needed at the beginning of the year, me and Lambo were talking so much about
what?
how Jahmyr Gibbs needed to remember they weren't giving him the ball the first like 4 weeks of the season.
I don't watch NFL then. I was trying to keep my job as a high school coach.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I
Gibbs,
still got
though,
fired.
Gibbs, though, was getting, half the touches that Montgomery was getting, and the offense wasn't, moving what we thought it was going to be moving like. And then they finally started giving this guy touches, and we see what's happening. They've got 2,000-yard rushers on the squad.
Yeah. And that's the guy that got drafted this year.
Like eight overall.
He was the guy that people said they shouldn't have picked. I'm getting off my phone. It's about to die.
See, man.
We love you. We love you, man. Totem Pole Nation. We are the low man on the totem pole. But the low man always wins. Mike Evans has made some really good catches today. Mason, hold on. Let me give you something for that. And I have some other sounds. This is the one right here. This is what happens when Coach Bald walks into the bar. Oh. I can't be playing that. Here you go. That's what I need to start doing right here. Whenever when he brings the 5 stars. Drum roll. Hey, you can buy you one of these. $5 on Amazon. You thought I had some fancy soundboard, huh? They wanted to see.
Yeah, something of that extent.
They wanted to see my setup. One of these guys. So I took a picture of it. I said, dude, I got a laptop. I got a webcam. You don't even need a webcam. And I got a $20 mic. I mean, probably don't even need none of this. I mean, what is your setup? You have a laptop? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've got. I am, though, going to get a mic and
dude, I don't even think you need a mic. You sound great.
Oh, well, then we're good.
I mean, maybe the eye level, but I mean, it looks like it's looking up a little bit. I mean,
yeah,
maybe
so
a webcam.
when we do,
but dude, I got a webcam. I got a webcam and a mic in a box, not even open. Whenever you come home, yeah, when I send you the stuff, I'll stick it in there.
Cool. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
When I do the show, I take all the stuff off my bedside table and I move the table to like right in front of the living room or the kitchen. Yeah. So the lights like go onto me like that. So I don't have to buy a ring light. The lights will be there. And then that's when it's kind of this level, like eye level and not. But right now I'm in front of my TV. So
yeah,
it's
dude,
on.
I think you could do the show like that. I mean, there's a blanket in the background, but I mean everything looks fine. Is that a coat? I mean,
yeah, it's a jacket.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, dude, I think you'd be fine right there. It looks fine. Yeah. What's that other thing in the background? What's that other thing right there? What is that?
Backpack.
You get those two things out of dude. Right there is fine. Yeah, you're good. Do your show. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is that? Are you sitting on your bed? What is that behind the
This
wood?
is it's a couch.
Okay, cool. Are you sitting on the couch?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then the laptop is on the coffee table. I'm in a studio, so bed. This is my bed right here. Oh,
I can't watch the game because my little sister's hogging the TV.
Well, we got you, dude. We'll keep you updated. Yeah, that's why when I can turn my kitchen lights on and it goes into where I sit like by my desk.
Yeah.
And it gives me decent light. I
mean, a swing pass.
Yeah.
I mean, That's a first day install. I mean, a swing, a bubble. I mean, I don't even know what else they call it. Swing? What do they call it on Madden?
That right there's a swing.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you want to learn football, play Madden. I
Dude,
know a guy that works for Madden.
I
Look,
got
I got Madden 92 book right there.
That's sweet.
Sega Genesis.
I haven't played as much online on this year's Madden, but I know last year's Madden I got up into I was like 10,000th ranked on Madden Online.
Wow.
So I was almost in the top 10,000. That's where I knew a good amount about football already, but like being able to like look at a defense and be like, what are they actually showing me? What does it look, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea how to, pick up cues like that until I started grinding Madden. And then, like formations and stuff like that. You just like, you don't really know until you're looking at it.
I mean, this is a 3-by-1. See, there's 3 receivers to the left. One of them is an H off the ball tight end. And that was no read. That was just a swing. And they had a dude over there that was unblocked. So like it wasn't a good call. Like they had an unblocked defender. Like they ran that into too many numbers. Like there was nobody to block that one guy.
Yeah.
And that's the guy that missed the tackle. He you know why he missed the tackle? He fell down. That's one of the main reasons people miss tackles. They fall down. Like he's fitting it inside out. That means he's attacking the dude inside out. The corner's attacking outside in. And they're leaving these gunners uncovered earlier, which is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because they could throw an uncovered to them.
That's
great punt.
The Lions.
My first touch.
The Lions did that to us.
Yeah.
We didn't have the gunners covered, and next thing you know, 30-yard gain on a fake because there's nobody around.
All right, so Lambeau is working.
Yeah, he's got to work till 10 is what he said.
Wow. So he had no clue what was going on.
Nope.
That's dedication.
It's a sad day.
Yeah. It can always get worse, Lambeau. Jared Goff has been really good. Yeah. All right, so I call that a waggle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bootleg, but since the old school wing T, the fullback was in the flat right now. I mean, that's just the tight end off the ball going across, the formation behind the line of scrimmage off of a bootleg. So I call that waggle. The
Niners run that as well.
Yeah. Joe Gibbs was running it in 1983.
Gotcha.
I mean,
that makes sense.
It's like, it's good to always have a dude in the flat. If you don't have a dude in the flat and there ain't nobody in the flat, then the quarterback ain't got nowhere to get the ball. If everything deep is taken, he can run, but you don't want Jared Goff running. Like Lamar Jackson on that bootleg on that power. That was wicked. On that short yardage.
And we were definitely wrong about his rushing yards yesterday. And then we were both at like 50 to 60.
Yeah.
Put up 100.
There you go.
Hey, you need to turn that difficulty up, brother.
You got to play on all Madden, dude.
Yeah. All Madden simulation mode. Can't be doing arcade. Can't be doing anything less than all Madden.
All right. I'll be right back. Well, Mason, it's time to move up a level, brother. You got to move up, man. You ain't no pro player no more, man. You're big time.
All right. Just had to wrap my leftovers. Play on pro. Mason. Buddy. If you're winning 120-0.
Time to level up, man.
Yeah, we're not running pro anymore. So during COVID, and we were here, right? But it was all online classes and everything, and we were at the apartments. I had, as you can imagine, a lot more free time.
Yeah.
So I probably put over 100 hours into Madden in that just one semester. It was a little excessive for sure, but couldn't really do anything.
Yeah.
We got
my doctorate.
Dude, we got COVID in the apartment within like the first week that we were there. So it was like, all right, well, and all we had probably like, we were breaking COVID protocol a little bit for sure. But it's also college. Like, what did you expect to happen if you've got all the students going back? So, once we got it, antibodies were good until December.
Yeah, COVID 2021. COVID 21, COVID 22.
20. That was 2020 into 21. That was early COVID.
Played against the Bears. The Bears.
Da Bears.
Super fans. Mike Ditka. You like Mike Ditka? First down. Under the center. Boom. Man. Well, they didn't block that backer.
No.
That's called
Levante David, though. That's one of the best in the past decade.
That's the way you fit the run. Running backs hit holes. Linebackers fill them or fit them, whatever you want to say. I like fit. Fit, boom. He fit it. He filled it.
I feel like he doesn't get the media hype as much as other players. He's one of the best linebackers of the past, 6-7 years.
Well, they got two good ones. He just got the sack right there. Okay, so that running back, he sat back and allowed that backer to come to him. He should attack that linebacker at the line of scrimmage, because when you block a backer or anybody in the backfield, this is what's going to happen. Let's see where he takes him on at. Yeah, 4 yards deep. I mean, he's got to block that dude at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
because
and as strong as
like I got a sack. If this running back's blocking me, I got a sack.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, not even blocking as in he's on the attack. He was already trying to, hunker himself down, and you're not going to win a downhill battle with Levante David coming full speed, and you're
What college?
at a standstill.
What college is he from, David?
As soon as I look it up, I'm gonna be mad at myself for not remembering it. Nebraska. Yeah. Because he was teammates with Will Compton.
He says because the team overall is 76.
Yeah, but 120, brother. That's
why is that even fun?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's if you go all Madden and you're playing against the same team, you can still win, 28-0 or something, but it's going to be more realistic.
All right, so if you watch this play right here, they're in a 52 defense. They bring 5.
Uh-huh.
So there's only 2 guys underneath those 2 backers in coverage, and there's 4 across. See that?
Yep.
So that backer's got to cover that kid. I mean, it's too easy for that quarterback.
Yeah.
golf. I mean, I'm a high school coach in Richmond, Virginia, and I can see it. You know, he can see it. All right, so there it is now. They got 6 guys up there. They're just bringing more people now, and it's not affecting him at all.
No, and
so
I don't know why I don't know why you would sign up for a linebacker covering Jahmyr Gibbs in the open field. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's because it's just what he does. I mean, he brings pressure. Like right now, they're in a 50, 52. All right, yeah. I did the same play every time because it works really good. Well, you'll make a great coach one day. If it works, run it again, dude. That guy right there, he's sharp. Who's he related to? What's his background? Ben Johnson. Was his dad a coach? I'll look it up.
I don't know. Was he?
I don't know. I'm going to check.
I thought you were quizzing me.
No, I don't know. I was actually asking because I don't know.
What a throw.
Okay. The dude's from North Carolina. He's born Charleston, went to AC Reynolds in Asheville, North Carolina. He was a walk-on to the UNC at 04. Wow, so
UNC Chapel Hill?
Yeah. And then he was a grad assistant at Boston College. Then he went to the Dolphins.
Hell yeah.
So he's from Charleston, South Carolina. Played high school in North Carolina. Dude, I would say he's gonna be Carolina's coach. What kid from Charleston, South Carolina, North Carolina don't want to go be the Panthers coach?
Someone who doesn't want to work for David Tepper.
I mean, there's only 32 of those jobs.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
In the universe.
Yeah.
So
okay. So with that, Vrabel still hasn't, there doesn't seem to be traction on him going anywhere.
Well, you got to be a certain type of owner that wants somebody like him.
Yeah, but I think his track record, this year obviously was a cluster.
I mean, but he's a dude. He's like the Lions coach.
Yeah.
You got to have a blue collar Kid Curry. Good afternoon. I like that. It's very, very formal. Good afternoon to you,
Good evening, sir.
Kid Curry. Thank you for joining Totem Pole Nation. We're live streaming this game. Then, if we're stupid enough, we're going to live stream the next one. Mason is still super close to 50 subs. All right, so everybody go to YouTube and go to. Hey, you want to know why she owns the Detroit Lions? Because her last name's Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Coach, wonder where the Fords got their money. I mean, either she married a Ford or she is a Ford. I don't know. I doubt that the Fords would allow somebody that married in to have the Detroit Lions. I mean, it is called Ford Field.
Well, but the Walton family that now owns the Rams, the dude that's their main representative is married in, which is, a very comparable.
I got a bone to pick with him. So
the Waltons?
Yeah. Do you remember when Walmart was like Chick-fil-A? Or are you too young?
What are we talking about? I remember the lobster tanks. I remember.
Do you remember when it was special to go to Walmart, that people actually wanted to work there? There was actually people working. They wore uniforms. They gave you a sticker at the door. You could get
Yep.
They were like Chick-fil-A, dude. It was like a team. It was America. It's a flag. Walmart was special. They were like Chick-fil-A at one time, y'all. I know it's hard to believe, but what happened to Walmart?
Profitability over quality.
I did 2 new shorts today. Great, man. Kid Curry, man. What's up, Kid Curry?
You look at Bake. Just couldn't. I mean,
is it Mason Channel 57? Go to YouTube. Go to Mason Channel. YouTube / or just search it. Mason Channel 57 or 56?
57.
Is that it? How hard was it? How hard was it? How hard was it working for the Patriots? What do you think about the transfer portal? Dude, I do it pretty good. I imitate him.
Yeah, I was saying that yesterday, dude. That's pretty on point.
If I had the glasses on and I was really around him all the time, I could really get him like dead on. Baker Mayfield. I don't.
Oh, just missed him.
Man, cover 2. That's what that John Gruden calls the turkey hole. You got to throw the ball in the turkey hole between the corner and the safety, and he didn't throw it in the turkey hole. 31-17, dude. And man, I tell you one thing. I don't know what Detroit looks like now or Flint, Michigan, but whatever's there, they're going to tear it apart. All right. But they're going to allow them to tear it down. You know why? Because they're going to rebuild it and they're going to get richer and they're going to make more money because there's insurance claims. And I mean, it happens all the time. You should watch it. We will watch it, man.
Big
We're
play.
The game right now. We'll watch it. How is it like a Hail Mary? Did you know Chris Collinsworth's son works on this show?
Yeah.
Did you know Phil Simms' son works on this show?
Yes.
The NFL is a family business, dude. If you can ever get to the NFL, I guess you're a part of the family. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm the low man on the totem pole. They wouldn't even accept me.
Yeah, a lot of nepotism for sure.
There you go. Just keep grinding, man. 300 views. You know, heck, man, just keep making them. You know, the thing is, when you have success in the NFL, like the Eagles, everybody comes and they steal your coaches.
Yep.
So,
Hey,
both these guys are going to get head jobs. That's the reason that a lot of these NFL jobs are not filled, is because they're waiting on assistants that are still in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I think is the right way to do it. Now, I don't like that they're still allowed to do virtual interviews, but
what's the use of having a head coach? They're not doing anything. Like the NFL, like the players are off. Like they're getting ready for the draft. Like they're watching film on prospects.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is like damn, I just lost my train of thought.
You were talking about hiring coaches and waiting.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I know that Ben Johnson has done a couple virtual interviews already for jobs for next year. And I have the same feeling, oh, great catch by Mike Evans, touchdown.
Yeah, it's going to make it fun now.
Oh, yeah. But it's the same thing that I think that should go on with the transfer portal. Like, kids should not be allowed to transfer out before bowl games. Like, if they don't want to play and they want to opt out, fine. But I don't think that they should be completely just quitting and leaving the team before the season's over. Similar, holy shit.
I mean,
similarly, with this situation, this coach is supposed to be, a week of his responsibilities, and it's obviously important they've gotten this far. He's a massive part of it, but now he's got to do interviews, virtual or not. You have to do interviews and give your plan of this next team, what you're going to do to that team when you're not even focusing on your own team that week. I think they should just wait till.
Yeah, but dude, those interviews, I've never been in one, but I mean, they take them 6-8 hours. And
that's what I mean. Like, it's so much time away from coaching your current team before it's over.
I mean, you get a PI? What do you think about the background here with this color thing? You like that?
I like it.
I like it better than because you can actually see like, oh, it's Tampa Bay and Lions.
Mm-hmm. So is that just good DB play, or do you think there could have been a flag if they wanted to?
I mean, if he hit him, if he hit the guy and he was further than 5 yards, it's supposed to be a PI.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's good DB play. My grandmother is a Chiefs fan, and I'm a Philly fan. Every time the Chiefs play, I say, boo, Chiefs. Well, guess what? My homie is going to be in the house. And they look like the old Chiefs last week.
Yeah, in the worst weather possible.
I think they snowballed the end of the year, dude. They were very bland, vanilla. Like, dude, we're already in the playoffs. Now we're going to come out and we're going to show you what we know. Because, I mean, they ran the single wing direct snap on the goal line. Like, it's the ode to football. It's like a history of football watching their team. Like in the Super Bowl, I mean, they look good.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
And, dude, is Josh Mahomes I can't get right?
Josh Allen?
And my fault, Josh. Yeah. I know that Mahomes ain't. Mahomes is the real deal. But is Josh Allen a can't get right? Is he a dude that can't win the big game? I love the kid. But I said he was better than Burrow last year. And I ate my words. So is he going to crap the bed? I mean, that's the question mark.
So I think I have grown a very unfair. Like, I like Josh Allen a lot as a player, and then I like him, when he goes on interviews and podcasts and stuff. Like, he's cool, but he's obviously been elevated to the upper tier, which is not debatable. I don't think that he is one of the top 5 guys in the league, but the turnovers that this guy produces are insane. Since he's been a starter, he leads the entire league in turnovers for like that cumulative time.
Yeah.
And that's like, I led this by saying an unfair kind of disliking a little bit, because for all of last year and all the offseason and into this year a little bit, that's all people wanted to shit on Dak about were his turnovers, where that was a 1-year issue. Whereas the Josh Allen thing has been an every year issue since he's been in the league.
Yeah.
So that's my, like, I hope that he's not a guy that can't win the big one, because I think he's cool. But at the same time, this is a guy that in all the media's eyes was elevated to that upper echelon at the top tier of quarterback play when, like, the same shit we were just giving crap to Dak about is basically been his whole career.
Yeah. Mason. This channel has the best live shows. Okay. So Mason, I don't know how old you are, but we've only been doing this 3 weeks. And if you're saying we're the best in 3 weeks, who is our competition? I mean, who else do you watch, dude? Like, we're the low man on the totem pole. I mean, I've never watched a live streamer. I watched the Manning cast. I got the 4-head or 5-head.
Do you remember when that page like invaded us or whatever in the comments? Urinating Tree.
Yeah.
I subscribe to him, right? And he makes like really good videos, like funny, but also like it's NFL related and stuff. I watched a couple of his videos and they were good. That's a legit. He's legit.
He's legit. He's got a good Twitter. He's got a Reddit. Yeah, he's got a good YouTube. Yeah, he's legit, man. That was crazy.
That was so unexpected.
That's improv. UNC. All right, it's 3 minutes and 28 seconds left. And we got the young guru offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson from Asheville, North Carolina, born in Charleston, South Carolina. And they're down by 8. So he's going to have to go for 2. If they score, there's your bootleg without a guy in the flat. All right, so there it is. That's a bootleg without a dude in the flat.
Yeah.
They could have took the H and on the opposite side and ran him across. But Jared Goff, from what the live things that I watch. Okay, so who do you watch? Because we are new to the live streaming game. I mean, I've been doing podcasts live.
Oh, this flag, this could change everything right here.
The fix may be in.
Oh, no, that was egregious.
I mean, what did he do? Hit him in the helmet?
Yeah, he took his helmet off pretty much.
This one is the best. We appreciate that, man, because Matt Pat puts a lot of time into this. I mean, him and Lambeau have made more content than anyone in America. How many videos have you made since you've been a part of Totem Pole?
Probably, I mean, combining the recruiting trail and then me and Lambeau's stuff, got to be close to 150, if not more.
Dude, I think you've made 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I know the recruiting trail is at 46.
This guy's made 1,000 videos. Since when did you join?
September.
Wow. So you've only been doing this since September. Like, we started this because I'd never seen Barstool, but I kept hearing Barstool was for the common man. I was like, the common man? Like, dude, I ain't got nothing in common with that guy. Like, his pizza and my pizza ain't the same.
The story, though, the origins, he was, living in his van selling newspapers out of the back.
Dude, his mom and dad are millionaires. Come on, man.
True.
He's not the low man on the totem pole.
Yeah.
But I respect his grind. I mean, he basically became a Maxim magazine with, gambling. Who's winning, the Bills or the Chiefs? Dude, I've been saying the Bills because I picked all these games with my heart. I didn't pick with my head. I picked with my heart. And I just want to see Josh Allen finally to beat my homie. Like, my homie, if he wins another Super Bowl, that's 3 and 4 years, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting close to GOAT status.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see Josh Allen win. Like, 3 and 4 years?
Yeah. So, all right. I think it's definitely not a popular.
3rd and 11.
Yep.
Big down right here. I mean, it's woo. So does he's got to punt it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on, brother.
Mahomes already reached GOAT status. I mean, dude, right now he's got 2 Super Bowls. Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls. Peyton Manning has 2 Super Bowls. John Elway's got 2 Super Bowls. Like
Ben Roethlisberger has 2 Super Bowls.
Joe Montana, 4. Brady, 7. Yeah, but see, man, he's young, but you never know what's going to happen, dude. Like, I mean, this is football, man.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Brady's had a couple ACLs. Like, dude, Brady went 10 years without winning a Super Bowl. People forget that.
Nah, it's.
I mean, it's.
I don't think it's
still
no
got
doubt.
4 more to reach Brady.
Yeah,
I think if he gets to like 4 or 5, then I think we can start saying.
Yeah, I don't think that he has to get 7 to if he's going to surpass it, because I think it's similar to the LeBron and Mike thing. Like, I don't think LeBron has to get 6 to be able to say that he's whatever. So
He's the greatest of his time.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
LeBron
like this
is
new
the greatest
era
of his time.
And this new era, Pat is the greatest of this era right now. But I think if he gets, like you said, 4 or 5, and all of his numbers are higher than Brady, which is going to be very hard because Brady played for 20 years, then we can talk about it. But sitting at 2 and you have great highlights, but you still have 2, I think,
Ladies and gentlemen, the president.
What happened to your face?
Let's go. What?
No TV.
Dude, it's hard to go without no TV in there.
Bald, take it off the TV.
Yeah, take it off the TV.
There we go.
We got them right where we want them. Let's freaking go.
All right. Can't be showing the TV, man. I'm going to take him off every time he does it.
Are you doing it? Good. You're smart, man. See, that's what's great about you. You don't have to tell you what to do. Like, you're a problem solver.
I tried. Definitely
dude. Like, you're doing your job. Like,
all right. So here we go.
You're protecting us, man. You're protecting us, man.
What is he doing?
Do you think he thinks I'm yelling? Probably does.
I have no idea.
Dude, I think
what
what he's saying, I don't think it matters.
This is huge.
Well,
90 yards.
Let's see what he does. I mean, good decision there because he's got 2 receivers and he's got 2 defenders. Over there, he had 3 receivers and 4 defenders. So he worked the right side. All right, so just keep watching.
Right, I mean, we're definitely going to see a lot more of those outs as well. I was surprised he didn't make
work the right. Work the right. Yep. He caught it. I mean, dude, why did the kid run in there? Like, why did he not keep it on the seam? He took the route and ran into coverage, or either he got thrown into coverage. I don't know which one it was. I'll tell you here in a second. Let me see what the defense did. The Mike backer, man. Okay, so it's middle of the field open. He needs to go right inside that safety. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's on the quarterback.
Yeah, I think
and the receiver. Like, he didn't clear the Mike backer. It was cover 2. And he did not. The receiver needs to go right at that safety to his side, to the inside. Okay? He worked too far into the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And when you work too far into the middle of the field, the other safety can come and overlap and help on you, or a Mike backer who, I mean, I've never seen most Mike backers that can make that play, can get back. Like, was that Tampa 2? You know, was that where, like, Derek Brooks used to go right back into the middle of the field? He should have went inside that safety, and the quarterback throws you open.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's probably Tampa 2. Because that Mike got back, man. You know, he didn't clear the Mike backer.
Yeah, and I mean, Tampa 2's probably
I don't know if it was Tampa 2 or the kid just made a play.
Yeah, but, like, you know, in those moments, I said it before they ran the play, like, you're going to see a lot more of those out routes on this play because they only have one timeout. They need to get out of bounds. Tampa 2, if they're just doing shallow out routes, you've got that. And then if they want to work the middle, that guy's dropping, and we just saw the result of that as well.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
It was a great game. Let's see. It's 6:12, and we're going back at 6:30.
Is that the next game?
I think so. All right, y'all. We love you. We'll see you later with a low man on the totem pole.